Who's the worst player? Probably Lionehh.
Hello, Sims. Welcome to the Past Podcast. I'm Motisma3000.
I'm Dungeon591.
And today's guest is Lionehh.
Oh yeah, that's me. Hi.
Yes.
Yeah. Hi.
And as we were saying before the recording started, this is gonna be the most scuffed podcast we'll have right now. As of now.
The most
If you
scuffed
thought
podcast.
Forest was something, this is gonna be worse. But before the question starts, Lionehh, do you want to tell us about yourself?
Hi. I'm Lionehh. I am an 18-year-old competitive Phantom Forces player from the United Kingdom. Not much to say other than that, is there? Thank you.
Also, mind telling us what we are gonna do today on the podcast?
Oh yeah, we're drinking.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're
How can you have me as a guest and not be drinking? That's just disgraceful. So yes, I am also known as the local drunkard of the community. I'm the one who always turns up drunk. I'm always at least a little bit. You know, I've got my beer here. I've got the Stella Artois.
Okay, so let's
the
go to the
vodka.
basic questions now. I don't want a Spirals and Oscar part 2 to happen again, you know?
Oh, yeah.
But without Spirals and Oscar.
Spirals and Oscar part 2.
Okay, 2 hours, you know?
Yeah, it's fine. We can stay here for 2 hours. I've got nothing better to do.
We have a scrim, so we are very focused in competitive PF. Like we don't know if we're gonna win minors, you know. Like we have very powerful opponents, like TM, you know, very powerful. We are very scared of TM.
All right, above us in the power ranking.
Like, shit talking already started 5 minutes in. Great. All right.
Wait, exclaimer, Motisma and Dungeon are not drinking, they're underage, but you know.
I didn't say what team I play for. I play for Team Nutz. So I'm part
of that was a question, I think.
Yeah.
Also, what seasons have you won? Because you have won like CPFO seasons, didn't you?
Okay, so I've won CPFO Season 1, CPFO Season 2, CPFO Season 5, and Season 6.
Yeah.
And I retired after Season 6, pretty much.
What happened in 3 and 4?
3 and 4, I came runners-up in Phantom Rages, and in Season 3, Spirals through the finals. He went like 1-13! I'm exposing him. We had a Ravid game which we were in control, and Spirals was like, sub me in, and he went like 1-14. It was
Best player?
Oh my god.
It was a bit of a yikes. And then Season 5, who won? Raven's Cage. Raven's Cage just played better than us, so what can you do?
Yeah. What about Season 4?
Season 4 was Spirals, yeah, throwing. we lost to Toes. Season 4. Wait, no. Season 4 was Raven's Cage. Season 3 was Toes.
No, it's the opposite. Season 3 is Raven's Cage, Season 4 is Toes.
Okay, Spirals through Season 4.
Oh,
we threw against Toes.
Anyways.
We threw against Toes. Alright.
Okay.
Why?
Anyways.
Why?
Yes.
We didn't mean to. We obviously wanted to win, but I think they just wanted it more. Like we were very confident in our abilities and our skills, and it just didn't convert in the final.
Yeah, because Toes wanted to win a season without a stacked team. That was their goal, and they actually did it.
And they did it, and
yeah,
fair play to them. Like
they had a decent team as well.
It was a good team. I can't say much more than that. Like on paper, we should have won, but I think they just wanted it more, and so they deserved it
true.
more, which I'm happy for them.
Yeah, it's
I'm
just to
happy that
prove
they got
that
it.
it's just to prove that you don't need to be like Nolan and just stack your team with all of the best players to win seasons, you know? Yeah.
Alright.
Intent, not judge. Okay,
Okay,
well,
next
no
next
comment.
one now. So why did you want to play Phantom Forces instead of another game?
That's a weird question because I don't really want to play Phantom Forces.
No, but like you started Phantom Forces, but why did you start Phantom Forces?
Why did
instead
I
of another
start
game?
Phantom Forces? Because my laptop at the time couldn't play any other game. So
Every
Phantom,
answers ever, every single people that we asked, it was because they had a shit computer.
yeah, no, but like it's the truth. I had a
Yeah.
shit computer. I couldn't play CS:GO. I tried playing CS:GO. I played on 40 hertz, and it just
Ah.
didn't work.
Damn.
Well, I got to like Legendary Eagle on it, so.
That's not too bad, to be fair.
That's pretty good. That's like
I know.
4. That's 4 off of
Global.
Elite.
Yeah. So I was like, yeah, I'm pretty good at CS:GO. But yeah, no, I played Phantom Forces because of my computer at the time, and then when I got my new PC, I kind of just fell off Phantom Forces. That was around season 5, season 6. I kind of just fell off. Started playing other games, so
Wait, so
that's
you
me.
were still good at Phantom Forces without a good computer?
Yeah.
Bruh, imagine with a good computer, bro. You probably would have won like 5 seasons in a row, to be honest.
I don't think so, cause like I wasn't ever the best player. I was always the guy who wouldn't be the top frag, but wouldn't be the bottom frag. I was always like third, fourth
The
Yeah, but
middle
with a
guy.
in the
computer,
team.
with a good computer, maybe you would have been like second or top frag.
Yeah, but like I don't think so. I still think there's players better than me who were on my team. So
Mind naming some of them. Oh. Yeah, this is
my
a second
name,
question.
yeah, my naming some of the better players. Yeah, I just took a shot of vodka. Well, no, I think I've had the privilege of playing with pretty much every top tier player.
Have you
I've
played
played,
with Selfridge?
yes, I've played with no, I've played with every single top tier player, I think, apart from Nolan.
Since you've okay, so there's a big thing that like many players have different views on. Who do you think actually is the best since you've played with all of them? Or would you say a top 3 instead?
I'd rather say a top 3 because, like, we haven't had the chance to compare Godstatus and Luminary. You know, when we say the top tier players, those who are always the top players that are always being mentioned, Godstatus and Luminary. The thing is, Luminary had his peak after Godstatus had his peak, so we never managed to compare them two at their peak. I got to say, playing with both of them while they were both at their peak, it's weird because they had different playstyles. Like Luminary,
What's their
he would just
playstyles?
Luminary was more of a push kill. He would always push the spawns, get the kills, and I would have to basically sit behind, control the spawns, make sure he could always have the spawns going towards him. Whereas Godstatus, he was a bit more like me. He would always anchor, not always anchor, but he could always get the kills. But he would hold down positions as good as I could, and then also get frags upon that. So I think Godsalus, can I call him Chris? Because
Yeah.
I know him on Chris.
Everybody calls you Chris.
Yeah. I know him on a first name basis. Excuse me. Chris is more of a he's a more versatile player. Like you could put him in any position and you could ensure he would frag. Whereas Luminary, you knew you had to support him, otherwise he wouldn't do as well as he could. So for that reason, I would have to say Chris.
But I've heard like 2 or 3 old gents say No Prej is the best player that competitive Phantom Forces had. Do you agree?
It's hard to compare because the way Phantom Forces is played now in competitive is so much different from before. So much different. No.
I don't want to cut you, but Culprits, I believe, told us out of the 3 matches in season 5, the one round. I mean, yeah, the one round I meant. No Prej was there. They won that round, like absolutely clapped SBR. But
That's
when
what,
No Prej,
yeah, that's what Spiral said. Yeah, yeah.
when No Prej had to leave, they started just losing. Like Toast started losing.
I think they had 2 rounds for no. They had 2 rounds because we won the finals 3-2. So they had 2 rounds of No Prej. And
okay.
yeah, no Prej. He's fucking good. But he didn't play as much as Chris, so I just can't give him that much credit.
Yeah, but when you think about it, without No Prej, if No Prej played 3 rounds, Toes would have won season 5 as well. Because if 2 rounds that No Prej was there, they won. The Toes won those 2 rounds.
I would have to look at the recordings because can I plug my YouTube?
Yes.
Sure, dude.
So on my YouTube there is a recording of the whole season 5 finals, all 5 matches. I didn't play a single round.
Damn. That's very sad to hear.
This is why I drink. I thought
You want to forget your problems?
So I actually told Shadow and Spirals last night. I was like, this match is why I drink. This match, the season 5 finals, is why I drink. It's because I didn't play a single fucking round. You picked 2 of my best maps, which I was the top frag on. I always top frags the one with in the church.
Oh, Ruins?
Ruins. I always top frags Ruins. I was good at Ruins. And then I'm sorry, this really hurts me. And then also Desert Storm. I was pretty good at anchoring in Desert Storm back in the day. I was fucking godlike in holding down Castle or holding down Siren Burst. And they didn't put me in.
That's very sad.
And
Exposed. I'm exposing PR. We are exposing
SPR.
PR.
SPR.
Oh, SVR. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you
That
were in
match-
SVR, right.
Yeah.
My bad.
That match is the reason why I drink.
You still have PTSD from that match?
Well, no, because we won.
Oh,
But,
yeah, but still.
but it was a little bit demoralizing that they didn't put me in. It was a little bit.
Just a little bit?
Just a little bit.
Yeah, totally not make you drink because of that.
Well, yeah, I wasn't actually drinking during season 5. I only started drinking during season 6. So.
Oh my god, bro.
So yeah, I'm blaming it all on that match. All right.
Damn.
One
You seem
hour
to be drinking more than what we thought we would be drinking.
1 hour into this podcast, I will be fucking wasted. All right. So.
All right. Let's go for another question now. So do you continue playing Phantom Forces?
No.
Oh.
I'm on Team Nutz, and I love playing on Team Nutz. I'm sure Spirals and Oscar both said this. Team Nutz is a team that doesn't really care where benchmark for other teams, which is what they said. We don't play the game. We don't play Phantom Forces. We're just a group of friends who have fun playing with each other, and like we have fun playing in the competitive scene with each other.
Quick thing,
And like,
wasn't Team Nutz owned by Xeno, but then he got booted off his own team.
that is true.
Were you there when that happened?
I do not know enough about the situation
You
because
can't spill?
I'm just a player. I don't really care.
You can't spill the tea.
Damn.
I can't spill the tea because I don't know the tea because I don't give a shit about the tea. All right.
Fair.
Like I just play, bro. That's all I do. I
As
just
a British
play.
man, I thought
And,
you would
like,
care. It's about the tea.
Well, no, I do. I've got my biscuits. I couldn't brew a cup of tea today. I was pissed off because I don't have any milk. I was
You
like,
do care.
fuck! I don't have any tea.
God damn it. Not my tea.
It actually pissed me off because I have some rich tea biscuits, which I would love to.
Why do you have to act so much like a stereotype?
Yeah, I
British man
drink tea.
drinking
I
tea and
drink,
biscuits.
and then I drink my beer.
Just a British man drinking tea, eating biscuits with tea.
I don't have my crumpets. I'm sorry. But
Oh.
back onto Xeno. I don't know too much about what happened in that situation. I just know he was kicked off the team for some reason which I personally thought was valid at the time. I think I thought it was valid at the time. The reason he
Are
got
the
kicked off.
information disclosed?
Sorry?
Are the information disclosed? Like to the public?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
I mean, if you tell us, like, because I don't know, we can just edit it
yeah.
out.
No. The thing is, like, I don't know what happened. That's the thing. So
But what were the reasons, since apparently you know them?
I just remember thinking at the time that the reasons were valid. I don't remember the reasons. Right? This happened like 4 weeks ago. You
Is
can't.
yours too much on your mind?
Yeah, no. Yeah, no. Even scrolling up through the team announcements, I can't actually find it. So, yeah,
Yeah.
no, I actually can't find it. So,
A reason that I would think that he probably could have been kicked off is that maybe the players didn't want the team to be disbanded like mid-season. Because I remember in season 10, he had a great team, like 4th best team of the season. Impreza. He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna disband it because it's going nowhere." Like, I was there, okay? So I was in AZ. I played the match. They were suspended 2 weeks because they broke like 5 rules. And then Xeno probably just cried and then disbanded it when it was like the 4th best team of the league.
I don't want to cause any drama.
Yeah.
I know, but still.
People who know me know that I don't like drama. I try to keep out of it.
It's hard when it's Xeno, you know?
It's hard being me, honestly, considering what I've done for the community. So, Xeno, I do.
Another thing why I don't like I search beef with Xeno by saying that is because my first season of Pass, alright? So because like most of the team, like Toes, almost all Toes came in Pass, like Forest, John, Panda, Expulsion, and it was going very well. But like,
I remember I tried joining Pass. I think for SEL.
I think
I tried joining.
Oh well,
I tried joining every team. Honestly.
Well, 3 out of 4 of them left, and then at one point Zeno DM'd me and said, "You should just disband." And I really didn't want to because I wanted to make a team. Like it was my dream to make a team. And Xeno was just like, disband. And I'm like, bro, even if my team is shit right now, I'm not gonna disband. Like,
yeah.
we managed to get in quarterfinals, which is a big thing for a first season for a team. And then just remember Xeno telling me, you should just disband, your team is not going anywhere. And I'm like, no, I'm not.
The thing is, like, after I retired and when I came back, that's when Zeno was active. So I never personally actually talked to him. I never really found out who he was. I didn't realize he was like a huge personality because obviously I was gone from the competitive scene. I was
Oh, that's not it.
away.
Okay, I think I'm putting too much drama here, but since you don't seem to know this, he also deleted an entire league. Yeah. And well, I joke about it, it's probably not the reason why, but because he had like an online girlfriend, and because they broke up, like right after, he deleted the league. So we joke like, oh, his girlfriend broke up with him, so he deleted the league. Oh my god, he deleted a league because
I
of that.
remember the reason why he was kicked now. he was kicked. I think he was kicked because he was too volatile.
Oh, he searched a lot of shit.
Yeah,
He shit talks everyone.
He was very volatile. Like he could cause issues instantly, and we didn't want that. We were a very chill team. Team Nutz, such a chill team. We don't give a shit about anything. We don't give a shit about SEL. We just play in it because like we want to, and we're good, and we can beat most teams.
Xeno is like, we have to win. If we're fourth best team, oh, that's dog shit. We have to be number one.
Yeah, and I'm kind of glad that Team Nutz isn't the best team. I'm actually very glad that we're not the best team.
Said the same thing. They don't want to be the best team.
Yeah, because like we don't care enough about the best team, about being the best. Like we don't care enough about Phantom Forces. Like,
but another thing is, if every single players on Nutz actually played Phantom Forces, they probably would beat almost everyone. Like you guys have a solid team. Like on paper, by the names of your teammates, you guys have like maybe the best team. Because
definitely,
like you, Oscar, Spirals, and a bunch of other people as well.
Shadow, Blue Frost, Jathan, Shallow is good. Radioactive, he's a fucking beast.
He's like the according to the SEL leaderboard, he's second.
Like our team, if we put the effort in, and we thought, you know what, we should win this league. If we actually put the effort in, we could do it. Definitely. But the way things are going right now, we're not gonna do that. I'm sorry, but like,
yeah, I mean, you guys now have a really bad reputation, especially for losing 2-0 to Chaos.
I mean, nothing wrong with losing to Chaos, right?
Yeah, no, losing to Chaos wasn't that bad. Losing to
Cartel.
It's the fact it was 2-0.
I watched the stream.
Chaos. Let me talk about the Chaos match. They played so well on Warehouse. Warehouse is one of our worst maps by far. We are terrible. We are terrible at Warehouse, and they just completely outplayed us on Warehouse. They played us as if we were a minor league team on Warehouse.
Yeah, I mean, you can't be blamed for that, because like Roman is technically speaking the best Warehouse player in the game.
Yeah.
They all do head glitches really well. They all train that map a lot. Yeah. I've talked to White Man.
I can't remember what the second map was. Do you guys remember what the second map was?
Metro. Metro was Metro.
Metro.
Yeah.
I don't think I played that one. I might have played that one, but I don't really remember. I think we just lost the spawns at the start, and then obviously if you lose the spawn trap, then it's a bit
You guys
rough.
did well, but then you got team wiped a couple of times and basically lost you.
Didn't Oscar have to go take a shit in the Warehouse map?
Yeah.
Yeah. You have any
Like
comments about
that? Oscar wasn't playing well during the Warehouse. He wasn't playing well. so that's why he thought, I might as well take a break. Actually, I think only like 2 of us actually performed well on Warehouse. It was me and someone else.
Yeah, I think it was you and Spirals from what I
Yeah.
remember. I might be wrong though.
Because I was.
Top fragged, or it was you.
I don't think I top fragged. It would have been Spirals then. But I remember that I actually played pretty well in Warehouse. Sorry, not to pick myself up, but the match against Cartel.
Wait, you lost to Cartel?
We lost 2-1 to Cartel.
It was really painful. I'll be honest, you guys kind of choked the last map. I'll be honest. A little bit.
We choked hard. And like it's hard coming back after that, to reflect on it. It's hard reflecting on it because like that's a match we should win. Definitely. Everyone wrote us as a 2-0. Everyone wrote that as a 2-0 for Team Nutz. And we won the first match of Metro.
Well, you proved them wrong.
Shut up. We didn't prove them wrong. Cartel proved them wrong. Fuck you. Fuck you. No, we did well on Metro. We realized, oh shit, this might be a tough match because we only won by like 10 points on Metro. It was a TDM. And then the next map was Warehouse, and we're a dogshit Warehouse team.
You should start banning that map, man.
We should start banning Warehouse.
I mean, aren't you guys even worse at Elevation? Because I feel like most old gens don't play Elevation.
Well,
that's the second time I've ever played Elevation. Again, the first time I ever played Elevation, that's on my YouTube channel. The second time I ever played Elevation was in that match. Honestly, I've never played it in pubs. I've never actually played it in pubs. The only time I've actually played it was in competitive matches.
Was the same another thing about PASS, like first match against Hydra. So there was John and Panda. They never played Elevation. They didn't even know they existed. They've never heard of Elevation. And we had to play.
I didn't know it was a map before we scrimmed a team on it. And then I dropped 50 kills, and then I was like, you know what, this map's kind of easy. But
so you're actually good at Elevation.
I'm pretty good at Elevation because it's kind of CQC to MQC, and that's where I excel in. I excel in CQC to MQC.
Then why are you good at? Where were you good at Desert Storm then? Like back then, if you're good at medium range and close range.
Because I was able to force medium range engagements during Desert Storm.
While anchoring?
While anchoring, yeah. So in Castle, I used to just head glitch on the couches. That's all I would do. I would just head glitch on the couches. Get loads of kills that way. And then in Siren Burst, and I don't actually know the call out.
Wait, isn't Siren Burst a comp player?
Yes, he is. He is a comp player. I never found out why they called it Siren Burst, but I have played with Siren Burst, and he is decent. He's not one of the best. He's not top tier, but he was like at the tier just below them, Okay. Like he was really good, but he wasn't I drop 60 kills every game good,
Oh, yeah. Wait, who isn't it like God Status who has the record for like the most kills in a season or something? I'm pretty sure God Status or Oscar has a record.
I don't really care about most kills in the season, so I never really looked at that statistic. because I knew I would never reach that statistic because I was always the anchor. So I was like, you know, best KD in the season. Yeah, that would be me because I would be anchoring, trying to die the least.
Let me check that.
All right. Okay.
Don't want to say that to like shit talk.
Let's not
I
sidetrack too much. Can you explain what happened on the last map for this Cartel? Right at the
Versus
very end.
Cartel at the very end. I don't want to blame people. That's the only thing. I just don't want to blame people. I can blame myself. So I'll definitely blame myself.
Okay. Well, you're here first, guys. Blame Lionehh for losing.
Oh, come on, bro.
Dickhead. Dickhead. No. We should have won. I think at the very end, it was tied at like 4-4, 2-4-2 at 2-4-2. It was tied there. We captured B. I thought we still had A. That was bad cognition from me because I never actually checked that we still had A. Turns out we lost A.
Yeah.
So therefore, they got 8 points for having A and B, and they won 2-4. They won 250 to 246, and it was really bad cognition from pretty much the whole team, actually, to be honest. If we were going to blame anyone, we have to blame the whole team, because we didn't realize that we actually lost A.
Yeah,
no
A
one
was
actually
completely open.
realized.
A
No
was
one
completely
actually
open.
realized that we lost A, and during the final like 10 seconds, and it was like, shit.
Yeah.
Shit, we lost.
We don't have A.
Yeah, and it's like, and that feeling of realizing when you've been ahead the whole game, and when you thought you should be much further ahead, because we felt we should be much further ahead. We were fucking them in kills. We thought we were dominating them, and that feeling when you lose is just the most
crushing.
Is crushing.
Yeah.
Especially against a team that you shouldn't really have lost to.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. We lost, and we have to look towards the next match. So
that's the best mindset you can have.
Yeah, clearly.
To be fair, like, this is the thing that's gonna happen if you don't really practice, if you don't give a fuck. Like, it'll, like, leaving A open, like, not asking someone, hey, does someone have A? Like, that's probably what's gonna happen if you don't practice much. So things like that happen,
like,
right?
We did have an A anchor. I think you know who that was.
Yeah.
And he fully blames himself for that loss. He fully blames himself, and I think he shouldn't beat himself too much over it. At the end of the day, it's not an elimination match.
Yeah.
So we're still fine.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's not the end of the world. We're still in it. We can still win this league. It's just a learning curve, a learning point, you know? Something to learn from.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
We should probably continue questions now before it lasts 5 hours.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to do a follow-up to the question of if you still played PF. I know you've hopped in some GIFMM matches, but why did you stop playing?
Why did I stop playing? I didn't find any enjoyment in playing any public matches anymore. Playing public matches was just
too easy or something.
Boring.
Oh,
it wasn't actually easy. I didn't find it easy. Like, finding it easy would be getting 8 KDR every game. I actually struggle now. Now. I'm going to admit this. I struggle to keep a 4 KDR in public matches.
Oh dear.
Damn.
Well, wait,
I mean,
is it
it's
because of
because
other
you stopped
players
playing.
playing? Wait, is it because of other players playing well, or is it because of weapons like AA-12, BFGs,
Yeah, and
sitting
BFG.
in corners?
M60.
I think it's a bit of both. I think
Mm.
the lobbies are playing, players are a lot better than they used to be.
Mm-hmm.
I think the guns don't make it easier, and then also lobbies die so quickly. Why they die so quickly? Like, you hop in the lobby, it's a 15v15, and then when you try hard for like a match, at the end it will be 6v6, 7v7. It's lobbies die really easily, and it's been a struggle for me to keep a 4 KDR actually. So I don't find it enjoyable. I hold myself to higher expectations than I should do, but I still hold myself to those expectations. I expect myself to hit a 5 KDR every game, which I don't. But I have to hold myself to those expectations, and then I don't really play PFMM. You might have seen me in like 1 or 2 keys. I've played it twice since. So why do I not play? Mostly because I'm enjoying other games, actually. I don't enjoy PF, so I enjoy other games.
What games have you been playing?
Mostly CSGO. Yeah. So, I
Seems like that's where everybody who quit PF goes. Either that or Valorant.
Really?
Yeah,
Well,
I know a lot of people.
Fuck Valorant, by the way. Garbage
fuck
game.
Valorant.
So terrible.
But like,
Dog shit.
if you I could show you some clips of me playing CS:GO, and it's fucking. No, I will show you some clips, and then you'll go. All right.
Alright. I'm not easily impressed, just so you know.
You're not easily impressed. You'll be impressed by this clip,
Alright.
and then also that I've just been enjoying CS:GO more than any other
It has a good
any
mix
other
of
FPS
It
games.
has a good mix of like having to be good at aiming and also being good at tactical mindset, being able to think,
Yeah.
okay, I should do this instead of that. Meanwhile, PF
Yeah.
is just kind of mindless, spraying children down with a weapon.
That's the thing. Like, PF is very mindless, whereas in
General for the clip.
okay, I sent it to Robert as well. That clip is.
Let me check.
Okay, 1v3. M4. Flash over the smoke. Okay, good flash.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, I lose that.
Mhm.
Unfortunately. But that flick, you've
good.
got to admit,
Pretty
that
good.
flick.
That flick was
Pretty
kind of
good.
nice, yeah. That was pretty good.
I hit that while I was drunk as well. I was.
Okay, that's more impressive.
Yeah, I was very drunk at that point actually, so I'll take it.
You play Face It?
Yeah, I play mostly Face It. I'm level 5 Face It. Hoping by the end of 2021 I'll be level 10. That's my goal.
Okay.
End of 2021 level 10. That's my goal for this year. So yeah, I mostly play CS:GO. What other games? I noticed you asked Spirals what other games he played competitively before Phantom Forces. So I'll answer that question. I play Phantom Forces is the first game that I played competitively, admittedly. But I have played CS:GO tournaments. I've lost CS:GO tournaments. I don't think I've won a single CS:GO tournament. And then I've also played Age of Empires. I've been really into Age of Empires 2 Definitive Edition. It is such a good game, and it is so nostalgic, even though it's been released a year ago. It's nostalgic because it was originally released in 1999, and I've played tournaments in that. Admittedly, they were beginner tournaments. Admittedly. But I fuck those beginners, bro. I was I fucked them. Alright, bro. I finished third in every single beginner tournament that I've taken part in Age of Empires. So those are the games that I've played competitively, technically.
Man, Age of Empires, I wouldn't expect that from like an FPS gamer. That's pretty interesting.
Oh yeah, no. I play it to keep my mind active, you know? It's a lot of thinking, that game. It's a lot of thinking, predicting, and outsmarting your opponent. Not technically how skillful you are with a mouse and keyboard.
Yeah. Basically, just more like intellectual thinking rather than physical. Like
it's a bit like chess. But at the same time, you have to actually use your mouse and keyboard to be good at it. So
yeah. So there's gonna be Core in 5 years. Do you think you're gonna play it?
In 5 years? Fuck that! No. What? In 5 years? What, you saying 2025? Or 2026? No.
Like mid 2025 or like end 2025, probably.
No, I won't play that.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, because I've already retired, bro. I'm meant to be in retirement. Like I've only come back for SCL. Admittedly, I did play for Chaos as a stand-in, but I never truly played on Chaos. But I do like to say that I came runner-up in season 11. You know, I came runner-up in season 7 as well. The only seasons of CPFO that I didn't play in are the only seasons that I didn't come top 2 in. So, no, really, every single season that I've actually played a match in, my team has come top 2.
Wait, don't you have like the best like track record then out of everyone? Like, if that's the case.
Technically, I mean, Zasha has won more CPFO seasons than me.
He has 5 and you have like 4.
I have 4. I was the first person to reach 4. Other than that, really, I think I played with Zasha a lot of my career, so there is a problem in that, in the fact that we mostly have the same achievements. So the difference is that I won CPFO season 1 and he didn't, which is why I managed to win 4 seasons first, but he won season... I don't know what seasons he won, but he won 5 seasons, basically, before I did.
I think one of them is like season 10 or something. Let me check.
I
have the doc right here.
I think he won season 10, season 11.
No, I mean, season 11 is not registered. If he did, then he would have had 6 wins. Yeah, season 10.
Don't say that. Don't say that. At least at this point, I can say, you know, we're kind of on the same level as most achievements. But if he's won 6, then yeah, no, I can't compete with that.
Yeah, okay, so he won season 10, 7, 5, 2, and 6. That's like all the seasons he won.
Yeah, the difference is that I won season 1.
Yeah. I mean, you're an OG winner, so you can flex that.
I am very OG,
if he's
considering...
Like if he's the #1 achiever, aren't you then the #2 achiever in PF?
Yeah. I'm... yeah, no doubt. Us two are the most achieving players in competitive fantasy.
And then there Shadow came like right after you, because
Yeah,
you won
Shadow.
season 6, and then Shadow won season 7.
Shadow would be, I would say, below me.
Yeah.
I
it was
don't want
my
to talk
party
shit
and
to
then
Will.
Nico.
I love him so much. I love him so much. I can't talk shit to him, but 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 yeah.
But he's below you. You are superior. That's what you mean.
I wouldn't know who would be better in our primes.
I mean, I think Shadow is also very chill, because I used to be management in CPFO, and then I applied. I had 0 experience in management, and Shadow still gave me the benefit of the doubt.
He's so chill, bro. He's like me, but more chill. And I couldn't imagine that. But it's him.
Yeah, he can be the
But it's
chiller
him.
than you
He's
when
more
you're drunk.
chill than me, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, sure, I've had some issues with some community members. He's had issues with, I think, only one person. One person, which is Nico Lorenzi. But
What? Wait,
Nico.
who?
yeah, Shadow had issues with Nico. I mean,
Oh, I mean, who did
I
it?
mean,
I didn't.
pretty much me.
I mean, except me, I didn't have issues with Nico. I think Nico's really chill.
anyone on Ford didn't have issues with Nico. That was it. only the Ford team didn't have issues with Nico.
I mean,
So,
Forrest like thinks Nico is like really, really funny and chill, but he still should talk to him, because he decided to take every good players and put them on one team, and that's Ford. Like,
all right,
if
should
you
I
look at-
explain Ford?
if you look at Ford, like,
No, I can explain Ford. So, were you here during season 6?
yeah, what? Oh, what was the question?
Were you here during season 6?
Well, I mean, because I was only there since season 10, but since I've spoken to a lot of old
Okay,
gens,
so you weren't there during season 6. All right.
but I've heard a
So-
lot of stuff about season 6.
So during season 6, as you might know, there was a ban on having tier 1 players in teams. So they had a list of all the tier 1 players who they thought were the best players in the game. So they had a ban that only 2 could be on the team at a time. In Ford, what Nico did, he himself was a tier 1 player. I can't remember who the other tier 1 player. It might have been Zasha.
Yeah, there was. I mean, there was probably your mom, Bedtime, Tech, Lance, Prince. There was a lot of really good players, and maybe it was Oscar.
The thing is, the tier 2 players suddenly became very hot property, because obviously the tier 1 players were limited to each team. So the tier 2 players, like myself, Bedtime, and more like that. You know, I'm sorry, I can't remember names. Sorry if I didn't mention you. But
I can send you the entire roster if you want to.
But I can probably find it. But yeah, if you send it, it's easier. But
here, that was the roster. I can see many tier 1s in there. I don't know if your rule is exact. Because
it might have been 3 tier 1s per team.
Yeah, Nico,
so
Luminary,
it would have been Nico, Luminary, Oscar. And then the tier 2s became very hot property. Sasha wasn't considered tier 1.
How?
Is that right? Is that right? Maybe Nico wasn't considered tier 1, and it would have been Zasha, Luminary, Oscar.
I mean, Nico is like top. If you look at CPFO all time, Nico is like, yeah, he's number 5.
But during season 6,
number 6.
During season 5, Nico wasn't known, and obviously they made the tier list before season 6. So during season 5, Nico wasn't amazing. During season 6, he became amazing.
Nico was still tier 1, 87 rating.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah.
Well, I can't find the tier 1 list. Anyway,
I don't know how you can
what
not
what
consider that.
what Nico did, he basically picks off all of the top tier 2 players. So obviously he had the tier 1 players of Luminary,
Oh,
Oscar, and
I
then
think I see how it is.
he picks the best tier 2 players, which would have been Nate, me, Zyka, Prince, Lance. So that team is stacked. I'm naming prove everyone there is a top tier 2 player. Everyone there. So it's like what he did basically countered what they were trying to avoid. They were trying to avoid stack teams by like trying to limit the tier 1 players. But in doing so, they made the tier 2 players just that much better. As in like hot property. People wanted them. And then like he just picks all of them. And then you know the rest
But I
of
think
story.
I see how it works.
64-0.
That they consider people with 90 rating being tier 1, not 80, because only Luminary, Oscar, Acid, and Waffle Cone has 90 rating. And if the rule was 2 tier 1, that was Oscar.
An issue with Acid. Acid, I will admit this now because it is kind of public knowledge. Acid did play on an alt account for Fords to get rid of the tier 1 role. So
what was the name of the account?
I don't remember. It's not on the roster because it was banned at that time. Before the roster was leaked. But he was, and the thing is, he passed himself as British, and I believed him. Me. I fucking believed he was British.
Oh.
A native British speaker believed.
That he has skills.
Acid faking a British accent was British.
That's really funny.
Uh-oh.
You need to drink to that, yeah. You need to forget that. Oh wait, have you been there when Nico did the rosters being on sale? Like people could buy a roster spot.
Yeah, I was there. You touched on this in Spirals' podcast, and honestly, they said all that there is needed to know about it. So I don't want to comment more on it. But yes, he did sell spots on the team for money.
And I've heard he made like a lot of money for that. Like he sold the spots like $200 or something.
Oh no, it was 20 quid.
Oh yeah, maybe I added a zero.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it was in DMs or something. Let me check real quick.
It was 20 quid for the spot, I remember. But all that is said about that has been said already. I don't really want to say more about that because I wasn't too involved. I loved Nico, but I wanted to distance myself as much as possible from him. Like, I loved him. He's a great guy. To me. He's been a great guy to me.
Yeah, he's really nice.
He's funny. He's chill. But he can be so manipulative and just a dickhead.
I mean, I've spoken about the fact that he tried killing CPFL 3 times, you know?
Yeah, and like, I've just wanted to distance myself from him, basically. So
yeah, I have the DM right in front of me. Him and Zika made $150 each from this rosters.
Especially when I wanted to be Stylis Staff, I needed to distance myself from.
Yeah, if you wanted to be Stylis Staff, maybe it's a good idea. I don't want to shit talk Nico, but I wouldn't think he would be a great friend to have if you want to be a Stylis Staff.
I mean, like, he helps me.
Not like
I helped him a little bit.
No, but like being a close friend to him. Like, you can be friends.
I was good friends, very good friends with him, but I wouldn't say the best of friends, and I did kind of want to distance myself a little bit from him because of what happened. Yeah. Next question, please. I need more shots.
Yeah. I thought we're getting in details you do not like to talk about.
Shut up, Robbie.
We're still only at the basic questions, and we have so many more. You're gonna probably be even longer than Spirals, but when did you get in competitive? Like, were you there before CPFO?
Okay, so I looked this up last night because I looked at Spirals' questions and I realized you guys asked him when he joined competitive. So I was like, I should check when I joined competitive. So I'll give the whole story. So the first time I joined competitive, or tried to join competitive, because I didn't, would be the 18th of March, 2017. 4 years ago.
After CPFL, right?
That would have been after CPFL Season 1. So I tried joining for Season 2. So I tried joining Refuse's team. He had a big YouTube at the time. He had a big team called CG. I can't remember the full name. He had a big team. I tried joining. I got knocked out in the second round. The first round was like a 15v15 because like so many people wanted to join. Second round was a 10v10. I got knocked out in the 10v10. So I was like, all right, that's fine. I was just talking in the CPFO Discord, being like, I still kind of want to join a team, a week later. And then I get a message from Mr. Jaconator himself.
Oh, yeah, him.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Jaconator. And he's like, you know what? Just have a burp in the middle of my story. Okay.
Sorry.
Come on, Rubble.
I think someone's had a bit too much to drink. All right.
He says as he takes a massive fucking gulp of beer. You absolute massive human being.
All right. So Jake messaged me, and he was like, "Do you want to try out for the Anarchists?" So I joined the tryouts, and guess who's there?
Who?
God Status.
Oh.
Bessie H. Do you know who Bessie H is?
I think I've heard of him.
Bessie H, and then myself. And there's only 2 spots on the team.
Oh.
Bessie H was as good as God Status. Bessie H would be considered one of the best players in the game if he actually played. But he didn't play, and I'll get onto that. So I tried out for the Anarchists. I didn't make it in because they only had 2 spots, and I performed the 3rd best behind God Status and Bessie H.
So last.
So, well, no, not last, because there were other people there as well.
Okay.
But like, yeah. And then, fast forward like a month, and then I'm talking in the Anarchist Discord, because obviously I had to join for the tryouts, and I'm talking there like, "Hi, I'm Lionehh. I'm a fun guy. Hi, I'm British." You love British people, right? Yeah, British. I'm British. And then Shadow, who was also a team rep at the time, was like, "You know what, Lion? We have a match in 10 minutes. We need a +1 for this match." So suddenly, I was pulled into a match with a 10-minute notice, and I joined the Anarchists. Bro. And I replaced Bessie H because he had some personal issues. He quit the roster. He quit PF, basically. It's a bit rough on his part, but it is what it is. I joined because he left a vacant spot for me. I'm putting on my dressing gown on, so you know, yeah, I'm getting warm now. Oh, toasty. So yeah, that's how I first joined competitive. I played in CPFL Season 2, which is, I think, only two players have played longer than me right now. It's Nolan and Shadow Sentinel.
What? Nolan was there since when?
Season 1. He's been there since Season 1, bro.
Bro, what?
Of CPFL Season 1. He's been there.
I thought he was like there since like Season 4 or something.
Oh no, he got banned because Jake didn't like him. I hate how that's the reason, but it is the reason, and I argued for his unban because I was like, Jake, it's not fair. Just because you don't like him
or
from
CPFO.
CPFO.
Oh yeah.
CPFO.
Yeah,
I was
Jake,
like, Jake,
isn't Jake the one who made it?
Jake made it alongside Zurkus, God Status. Yeah. It's those three, isn't it? And then I was brought in later as the head of management, and Shadow was brought in later as head of pretty much everything because the rest of them didn't give a shit. So, so yeah, that's what happened. That's how I joined competitive with the Anarchists, and then obviously during CPFO, I joined Phantom Rages, but that didn't work, so I joined Desire. And Desire was a stack team.
I mean, from what you see now, like compared to the players, like their skill now, like Desire doesn't look as good as all the other seasons. Like from what I can see, they have a lot of players that I don't know. And like if you
like only 3 players, not even Nolan actually, so only 2 players can compare these teams from the teams that are now. And I say, if Desire were in their prime, were grinding out PF every single day, they would dominate SCL. The SCL would have, what is it, Team Gang? They would have no chance. Honestly, their only top tier player is Andre. That's a bit rude. That's a bit rude. And Zasha, yeah. But yeah, sorry, I don't mean to be that rude. But Andre and Zasha versus Godstatus, No Bridge, me in my prime, Buckethead in his prime. Did I say No Bridge? That's
Zephrel as well. What isn't Zephrel like really good?
Zephrel and fuck Empress. Do you know who Empress is?
Wait, Empress? Yeah, Empress was in Toes, but I don't see her on the list.
Empress is pretty much the only female player in CPF.
No, the only female that is actually really good. Like,
yeah. Oh no, she was top tier. She
without comms.
She would fuck me. She would. Trust me, she would get a strap on and would fuck me in the arsehole.
That's called pegging.
Honestly, alright? She would, yeah, no, she would peg me, alright? She was good.
Okay, follow-up question to that. Would you enjoy it?
That's so unreasonable, mate. That's so unreasonable on a Roblox podcast. You can't say that.
This is a Roblox podcast.
This is not posted in SCL in any shape and form.
Yes, I would.
Fair.
Fair play.
Oh yeah.
Wait, but why isn't Empress on the? I don't see Empress on the roster in season 1. Why is that?
She wasn't on Desire in season 1.
Oh, wait, weren't you talking about Desire?
No, I was talking about how Empress was fucking me during like. I was talking about how Empress was playing against me anyway, and that was on Desire season 1 anyway. So
in season 1 she was playing against you?
I think she was on Toes in season 1.
Toes was there season 1? Wasn't John banned until season 2?
Yeah, pretty much. But like they still played under the name Toes, even though John was banned.
Oh.
No, what I remember Empress from is from playing in Petrify TV's league. Petrify TV had his own competitive league, and basically I was like, you know what, I should just join a random no-name team. So I joined this team called Vortex Uprising, which had Lily S in it, the fucking Roblox admin. A fucking Roblox, a person who
could ban you on Roblox.
Yeah, a person who works for Roblox was on this team, so I was like, you know what, I should join this team. And honestly, that's my proudest achievement, is that I joined that team and I got that team to 3rd place.
Damn.
Admittedly, in the semi-finals, because obviously semi-finals, we got so fucked.
Damn.
It was against Empress, and I think it was either Toes or Chaos. No, I think she was playing under Chaos at the time, because it was Chaos versus Raven's Cage in the final. So it was Chaos. They just fucked us, bro. I couldn't do anything. Like, I carried them to 3rd place, but I cannot 1v6, especially when they're all going triple negative or something.
Damn.
But that, yeah, no. If you asked this question, Spars. You asked what their worst teammates were.
You were gonna name every single one of them.
And for me, no, it's a no-brainer, because I played on the top tier teams. I played on every top tier team in CPFO. The only bad team I've played on is Vortex Uprising. And
is it Vortex, like the team like most people go on? Like, I've heard a bunch of people go on Vortex. Like, most of the players I know, like Panda, Joe went on Vortex, I think.
Do you mean Vortex Security, as in the Roblox clan that play?
I have no idea. I know there was a Vortex competitive team, but
I think you mean the Vortex Roblox group.
No, there was a competitive team.
Well, no, there was Vortex Uprising. There might have been another Vortex. I forgot which. I need another shot.
You didn't have enough.
Oh yeah, no, I'm having another shot. Hang on. So I'm drinking my shots out of a Smirnoff cap.
Oh.
That's what I'm drinking my shots out of. So, kids, drink responsibly. I'm not going.
Do not be like him.
Yeah, no, I'm not going driving. I'm not doing anything. I'm just having a. I'm probably playing CS:GO later with a bunch of uni mates. All right, so kids, drink responsibly. All right.
And then he takes another shot.
He said kids, not over 18.
That's true.
Oh yeah. I forgot what I was talking about.
Let's just go to another question before like it's gonna be 7 p.m. and we're still not gonna be over.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a scrim.
Alright.
So, what are the top 5 best teams in Major right now, in your opinion? And I mentioned top 5 now, because it's like Gang Chaos, Team Nutz for top 3, pretty much.
Right now in SCL, top 5 is Gang Chaos, Team Nutz. Yeah.
That's only 3.
Yeah, I know. Shut the fuck up. I can count. All right. So in the other teams, you've honestly got Cartel, Azen, Noble, TM.
What about Brazil?
Brazil. Yeah, no.
FBR, who went 2-0 against the Cartel.
Is that the team with like the Z in their logo?
I don't know. I know it's FBR, but it's Brazil.
Brazil. Okay,
They're all Brazilian players.
I would have to say Cartel, obviously, in the top 5.
Why is that?
Because they beat them. Why
Because
else?
they beat
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, but
Why
They
else?
beat us.
Well, there's no deep reason behind they beat them.
Yeah, but they got beaten 2-0 by a Brazil team.
Well, yeah, but
Yeah,
that was before they got that time. You have to realize that.
But Team Nutz could probably beat that Brazil team.
You beat them. You played them. You did play them in the.
Shut up! Don't tell me this.
No, you did.
We probably did. I probably played in the match. I don't remember.
Wow, that's great.
The only match that I've ever played in sober in CPF in what was this league called? SCL. No, actually, I haven't played a single match in SCL sober. It was a PFML. It was a scrim that I played sober. So yeah, no, I haven't played a single match in SCL sober.
Better sober or drunk?
Wait. You guys scrim? I always never not ask you guys because I thought you didn't scrim because like they don't practice, but. Okay.
I mean, your team has been very annoying to me before with scrims. Like they shit talked me.
We scrim like once every week. Like
Yeah,
once.
But, like,
well, the thing is, so does
everyone.
Pass. There's no difference between you and Pass then. Pass also only scrim. Used to scrim.
Yeah, then organize the scrim because we would love to fuck you.
I'll do better than you, bitch.
I am on the past podcast, so I should. But I'd say Cartel and Azen. Top 5.
That's fair.
Yeah, because Noble don't have
Azen better than Noble, I think. I mean, honestly, I don't pay too much attention.
I mean, Noble did beat Azen, right?
No,
yeah, but they have Oakley.
I hope you realize that I don't give a shit. Like,
should we just move on? Should we just move on from this?
I don't know what's going on outside of Team Nutz. I have no idea what's going on.
Is there a match in your PF competitive history that you like? Your favorite match you played in, basically?
The favorite match I've ever played in?
Maybe a finals match that you won or even lost?
It wouldn't have been a finals match. It would have been one that I've uploaded to my YouTube channel, actually. Let me actually look what it is. First of all, I can't spell my name. Hang on. So it would have been Ford versus Chaos. It would have been Ford versus Chaos during Season 6, CPFO.
Did you guys still like 3-0 them? Yeah, because you guys never lost the map.
Yeah, we never lost the map. It was Cord versus Chaos. You know what's happening? Omnifiers was fucking singing the whole time while we were playing. He was just rapping to fucking Soldier Boy. He was rapping Soldier Boy, and we were just.
Sorry to interrupt, but I have a doctor's appointment. I must leave.
We're having so much fun during that match. It was fucking amazing.
So you guys were like not focused at all. You were basically
we were not focused.
And you guys still like shit on them?
Shit on them. Let me check.
I mean, 3-0, you know.
Well, yeah, but like the actual final score.
Imagine if you like lose to a team and it's like a close match. And it's like
yeah,
oh,
no,
shit,
we won. We won by 30 kills. Like,
imagine if you're that team, you're like, shit, we got destroyed, and then you go to watch like your POV and just hear guys singing through the entire time in the background. Like we lost to a team that was just having that in the background the entire time.
That was Team Nutz versus Cartel.
Well, makes me remember when the
Team Nutz versus Cartel. We were having so much fun until we realized we we could have lost the game, and then we realized we might lose the game, and then we realized we lost the game.
But
we're having so much fun though.
It makes me remember when Depends used to play before he got banned, because RCM, he was like, no, I don't cheat, got banned. But he told me that during like a fucking match, like it was that match against AZ, I think, or something like that, they were only talking about hentai, like anime tits and hentai during the entire match, and still shitted on them.
No, honestly, during pretty much every single Fords matches, we wouldn't be talking about. We would be talking about anything other than the game. Honestly,
Damn.
like, except maybe against BS Bobby Shimoma, which was the team that God Status was on. That time we actually had to try it because it was like God Status, Aculite, Kali, and Jathan, which were all top tier players, but they couldn't compete. They couldn't compete against me, Warsong, the cheater, Shadow Sentinel, and Nico. So, oh man, it's weird having been Stylis Staff after being a competitive player, because like when I talk to Nico, he's like, so many people cheated, and they admit to me, but they wouldn't ever admit to me being in the voice school. They would only admit to Nico, but he tells me who they are, and I'm like, great, if only I had proof.
Yeah.
And it's like,
isn't it that in SEO there are a lot of top players that used to cheat, and there was like full proof of them cheating that are currently cheating right now? Not cheating right now, but playing right now, should I say?
the thing is, I haven't been here,
Okay.
so I don't know.
That's what I heard from Spirals and Oscar.
Yeah, no, I heard that part in the podcast as well. I haven't been active in this community since pretty much March 2019. So I've been gone since then.
Since we're like on that topic, did you enjoy playing competitive PF?
While being Stylis Staff?
No, just did you enjoy playing competitive PF just in general? Like now that you're quote unquote retired, even though you're playing.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like if I didn't enjoy it, I wouldn't be playing it right now. Like it's great.
You don't regret doing it, is what I'm asking.
Oh, not at all. I've loved playing competitive PF. It's been some of the highlights of my life at sometimes, because like the times I've had with these people have been so good. And like honestly, when SBR, honestly, even though I didn't play a match, when SBR won the finals, it was such a fucking good feeling, because at least I knew that I helped them get there. You know, I helped them get to the finals, so I knew I had a role to play. But when they actually won, such a good feeling. The feeling you get when you win a season is almost unmatched.
Nothing. Wait, do you have the SBR tag?
Well, I was Stylis Staff, so I could change my tag. So I actually changed my tag in commemoration of season 6 when Ford went undefeated. So I have an undefeated tag because we went undefeated.
With the equals or without?
Without the equals, because I was Stylis Staff, so I could change that.
Oh, do you still have it?
Yeah. Well, no, I can change it still. That's a permission I still have. That's the only permission I still have, actually. The only permission I still have from being Stylis Staff is being able to change my tag. So,
yeah.
Yeah. That's all I get for an hour. No, not an hour. A year.
An hour.
It's a lot different. An hour from a year. It's a lot different from a year of being Stylis Staff. I get to change my tags. So
wow, 1
I mean,
year
I'll
to
take it.
change tags, bro. Epic.
I'll take it. I can change my tag. I can technically change your tag, but I would get my perms.
Buddy,
I would
you
get,
know.
I would get my perms removed, and your
Would
tag
lose
would.
the tags that are no
Yeah.
perms,
Yeah. I think that's what would happen. I hope. But yeah. Being a Stylis Staff in competitive PF, that's a bit weird. At the time, I think it was during season 5 that I got Stylis Staff. I basically represented the competitive community in the Stylis Staff team. Like, the admins looked down to me as, okay, he is a competitive player. He represents those people. So I took it upon myself to realize, like, if any shit happened in the competitive community, I would get in trouble for it. So
it would be your fault.
Yeah, so I was basically trying to basically calm down the toxicity, actually. I would try and calm down the toxicity. But I realized if anything bad happened, it would be reflected on me. It wouldn't be on me.
It wouldn't be on you, but
like,
they'd probably look at you in a different way after.
Yeah. So I remember when Bedtime Pencil got banned, and he got banned for cheating, and I looked over the evidence and I was like, you know what? This guy's just a really good player. You should unban him. And they took my word for it the first time.
Oh, he got banned multiple times, didn't he?
He got banned the second time. And then I was like, you know what? The second time I was still like, this evidence isn't really that conclusive. And there was a whole, shouldn't really expose this, but at the same time it's the old admins, so at the same time the new admins wouldn't really care that much. So the old admins were still trying to say it is very suspicious, but I think I convinced them and told them to realize, like, this is just a very good player. Like, he plays on the level that I play at and better. Like, Bedtime Pencil was better than me. And, like, I got him unbanned. If he is a cheater or not?
Yeah, Spiky still thinks he's a cheater.
We don't know. But I personally think he isn't.
We don't think either. He was on pass and didn't really sound that cheater. Like, he didn't really sound like a cheater. You know?
The clips that I've seen from him, of him cheating, basically the evidence that was reported on him, they weren't conclusive. Any player at my level and above would have done the same as what he did. So I was like, not really that conclusive. And like in competitive, I was yeah, no, I do know that. In competitive, I know that they highly regarded my skill. So they highly regarded my opinion on whether evidence was conclusive or not, especially on professional players, because they knew that my skill was pretty much the same as theirs. Took close regard.
Damn. That's something. Like good thing you had actually. Good thing you have skill because or else they would be like, no, that's not true. He
I
probably
mean,
is cheating. We don't care.
isn't most of staff dog shit anyway? So like, even if he wasn't that good, he'd still
Yeah,
be considered good
yeah.
compared to them.
I mean, probably not as much anymore since a
Oh
lot of
yeah,
competitive players
no,
are.
no, a lot of stuff is terrible, but
Cough,
I
cough.
think
More.
I think you stop. I'm
Skill wise.
unlike Spirals. I'm on good terms with Mar. I think Mar's a good person. All right.
I'm not saying he's a
So
bad person. I'm just saying he's not good at Phantom Forces.
sure, he may not be good at Phantom Forces, but he's done a lot for it, and I respect the fact that he works really hard to do a lot for Phantom Forces.
Are you like close to him, like friends or something?
Oh no,
Oh, okay. You just talked to him
I
a couple
don't.
of times.
I've talked to him a couple of times. I've seen his view, and obviously there was so much drama going around when I was Stylis Staff. So much. There was
Wait,
drama
within Stylus or just outside?
within Stylis and outside. So yeah,
Damn.
yeah. I can't. Yeah, no, I actually can't talk about this drama that went on inside Stylis.
Of course, that
Um,
makes sense.
yeah, no. The drama that went on outside Solace obviously includes Chris or Spirals. So, yeah,
Oh.
for the most part.
I mean, I've known like apparently didn't like God Status abuse his powers like in back in CPFO.
Huh?
I've heard like no, his power was like getting to his head.
My
I've
man,
heard that.
he's our next guest. Can you calm down,
Yeah, no,
buddy?
no, but it's from what I've heard.
Um, Chris is an interesting guy. He's complicated. Everyone is complicated. You can't put a single word on a human being.
Definitely. Mm.
But it's difficult because me and Chris didn't get on during the later parts of CPFO. Me and Chris never really got on after season 5, and it's tough because I considered him as a close friend, and I would still consider him as being one of my closest friends while I was in competitive, but he hasn't been recently. Obviously, he's distanced himself from me, which is a bit sad. Honestly, I think he's a good guy. Obviously, we haven't got on over certain issues. When I became head of management for the second time, we caused a lot of friction. We disagreed on a lot of things when I became head of management. So, yeah.
What was he at the time?
At the time when I became head of second management, he would have been head of blue role, whatever the blue role was. Uh, referees, I think. He would have been head of referees, but at the same time, he was like a
Appreciate it.
founder, so like he had more priority over me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, right, he had the founder role.
yeah, yeah.
But it's because the problem is I've heard like 4 old like kind of old gens say that at one point he had power go to his head, and then he
Probably was
started
just,
like
if I had to
started
guess,
looking
probably.
down to people. He started looking down to people apparently.
Oh yeah, no, that he definitely do. He definitely did look down on people, but
Oh,
power getting to his head, that was more Jake and Asa than Godsurse, I feel.
okay.
How's that?
Well, Jake and Asa banned Nolan, he
Oh, yeah.
banned Big Daddy Toes just because he didn't like them. So
I mean, Big Daddy Toes I would understand. I mean Nolan as well. Nolan, I personally have had bad experiences with Nolan.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I personally do not like him. He banned me like twice from CPFO.
He's gonna watch this podcast. Watch.
Whatever.
I was like planning to ask, like, should we add gang members since they're the best team at the moment? Like, I guess.
I mean, if you
guess
add Nolan, I'm not doing it. I don't like Nolan. Maybe okay. Now I do not hate him as much because, like, you know, it's cooled down. But from what he's done, he's just done a lot of shit that I really.
At the time, there were 4 head of departments. I was head of management. Yeah, Jake head of something, Shadow head of something, and then Godsella's head of something. And we had a vote on whether to unban Nolan. And it was me and Shadow who voted, let's unban him, because he's done nothing wrong. Apart from what? Teabag Godsellas? I think he got banned for basically teabagging Godsellas.
God. Did he actually do that? Do you have a clip of that?
No, but it'll be on his YouTube. If you ask him, he will link it to you instantly. If you ask him, if he has a clip.
It was his proudest achievement.
Yeah, honestly, one of his proudest achievements. But it was fucking hilarious. Yeah. But it was slightly bannable events. It was against the rules, but obviously.
So Nolan is kind of hypocritical.
It was just pressing crouch, bro.
Because I mean, Nolan kind of is hypocritical then, because I remember season 11 when I played, I killed Nolan like during a warm up. I teabagged him, and then he hard kicked me from the game, and I had to join back on my ult, which had a completely different settings and different attachments. So I was like, and I performed really badly. Like, double negative with 16 kills.
You went double negative versus normal negative. Oh no.
I mean, how are you gonna do it like that, bro? But I know Team Nutz has troubles finding scrims still. I think we've only scrimmed against the CPF. We scrimmed against... Who was it? Cartel. We scrimmed against Cartel. We fucked them 2-0 in the scrim.
Makes it even more painful that you lost them in the actual match. Oh man, I was watching that stream and I literally went, what are they doing? A is just in the open. And then a person who will not be named because you didn't name them either lost a gunfight they probably should have won, and that basically lost you guys the game.
Ooh, Oscar.
We said we wouldn't name the names.
Alright. I'm just going to assume Oscar.
But it wasn't Oscar.
It wasn't Oscar.
Oh,
It wasn't Oscar, and it wasn't myself. So there's 3 other players. If you look at the stream,
viewers can figure it out themselves. I don't have to tell them.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, I didn't watch it, so.
Nice. Good to see you.
It's whatever. It's whatever. Like,
to be fair, you might have lost, but it's probably the closest game we've had so far in this entire season.
No, wasn't there a game that had to be decided by coin flip?
No, but that was because they were playing Capture the Flag, the worst game to be ever added in this game. So.
Alright, yeah, that's a fair point.
Yeah, no, we were playing Flairdom, and there was like 8 points in it. We were playing Team Deathmatch, there was like 10 kills in it. We played... what did we play on my house? Kill Confirmed?
Yeah.
Actually, no, there was like 20 tags in it for Kill Confirmed. For Team Deathmatch, it was really close until the end, where we just pulled ahead by like 10 kills. But it was really close until like the last minute, I'd say, until we pulled ahead. And then Flairdom.
We don't talk about it. No. Even though we did multiple times. It's whatever. Like you aren't out. It's not. It'd be worse if like you lose and then
if it was an elimination, if it was an elimination match. No, honestly, we would be so tilted. We would be flaming each other if it was an elimination match. I feel like
Team Nutz, the most chill team ever.
Well, we are the most chill team ever, but like, if it was an elimination match, we should not in a million years would we lose that if it was an elimination match.
So, even though you lost to them, you still consider yourself better than Cartel?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah. We didn't have our best roster on.
Yeah, people were missing.
We didn't even have our best roster on.
Yeah, that's what people aren't talking about. Spirals wasn't there. Like who else wasn't there? Like there were people missing. So.
Let me check. So Spirals wasn't there. Jathan literally just woke up. He literally just woke up.
Oh yeah, he was writing about it in general as well.
He literally woke up 3 minutes before the match. Radioactive wasn't there, and Layla Holloway wasn't there. So I would say our top 5 lineup: Layla Holloway, Radioactive, Spirals, Oscar, Jathan. One of them just woke up, and Oscar was there. So that's 3 of our best lineup wasn't there. 4 if you include Jathan not being really awake.
And you still probably would have won if that one mistake wasn't made. So, or if you
shut up.
Or if you ban Warehouse next time, you know, because you really need to start doing that, in my opinion.
Yeah, I wasn't there for the bans, so obviously I'm pretty decent at Warehouse. I was one of the top fraggers. Or like one of the top OHBJs on Warehouse for them. So like.
But if the rest of your team isn't decent,
yeah,
there's no point. You just carry, but you still lose. Which you did together with Spirals.
Okay. Next question. Next question.
So, Andrew, how do you feel about? I'm joking. You know, I was thinking like, what's been disappointing for me is that how many games were just so one-sided this season. Like there were, I'll be honest, every game we have played was super one-sided as well. And then the one game we lost, which was also kind of one-sided, was versus AZ. And that was because Bedtime, who was back then our player, was literally stuck in traffic. So. And Lansdroid was doing Lansdroid things. I don't know. You never know.
I think it's
playing like a racing game on Roblox.
Yeah.
I think it's because like it's the qualifiers at the same time.
Yeah.
So during the qualifiers, you don't really expect fair matches.
That's true. It's more. It's used to just see who gets to be major, who gets to be minor.
The finals will definitely be very competitive. That's the one thing I'm looking forward to. Like no matter no matter who's in the finals, it's going to be so competitive. Like it won't be a sweep basically in the finals, which is what I'm looking forward to. Like if Team Nutz make it, it won't be a sweep. If it's Chaos versus Gang, it won't be a sweep. If it's Team Nutz versus Gang, won't be a sweep. If Team Nutz against Chaos, won't be a sweep. So that's what I'm looking forward to. Unless like Cartel managed to make us finals, or like unless it's like Cartel or Azura, if they make the finals, then maybe it could be a sweep. But then if they make the finals, then the semi-finals would have been really good, because obviously they made it.
So the final 2-3 matches are gonna be very fun to watch.
It will be some of the best, I think. Some of the best matches. I think it will be very hard to beat the season 5 finals, as in the most competitive match ever. It will be very hard to beat the season 5 finals because they were fucking close. But if it's Chaos versus what's that team again? Gang. If it's Chaos versus Gang, it'll be close. Yes.
What do you think will be the finals for the minors?
He doesn't know any of the teams, Joe. Don't ask him.
Never mind then.
I will answer for you. We pass pass versus TM.
Sorry, I don't know the minors teams because I don't care.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Honestly, most minor teams aren't very competitively focused.
Well, because they're new players. They're all like new
that
players.
as well.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're a new player. I'm decently new.
Yeah,
what
but
I got
not everyone is built different, Joe. Like,
You're not built different. You're just fat.
What I have to say is that I love teaching new players. That's what I love to do. I love inspiring the new generation.
Hey, we actually still have a spot open for the trainer.
He's already a Nutz, you idiot.
Never mind then.
I'm sorry, I'm not joining Pass. Thank you for the offer. Thank you.
I'm literally crying and shitting myself.
Thank you so much.
All right.
I think honestly, if Team Nutz didn't pick me up, I actually would have joined Pass. Actually, no.
Well,
what team would I have?
A few folks.
What team would I have joined?
Cartel, maybe?
Chaos? Because you were.
It would have. No, I declined the place in Chaos.
Oh, because
Chaos.
Oh, yeah.
Chaos was like, Chaos was like, we're really trying for this win. You'd be a good fit, but you would have to practice with us.
Practice.
And I was like,
nah, I'm good, bro.
I'm good. Yeah.
Azon? Was it them?
No, I wouldn't have joined Azon. It would have been. What's Gang's second team? Is
Cartel.
Gang's second team Cartel? Yeah, it would have been Cartel or Pass.
Okay.
So.
Well, maybe something for the next season then.
You know what's funny, Joe?
I mean,
at some point,
do you think I'm playing next season?
We still interact with the community, you know, even if you're not playing. Just once in a while, you know, message.
Maybe. I think people will be like, you know that Lionehh kid. He's, that drunkard. We could pick him up. I could teach a few things to some new teams. Like
a lot of the new teams do need a teacher. Like that's like the one recurring thing we always say. Like the new teams need someone to like teach them how to play, including myself.
Teach them how competitive really works.
Exactly.
Really.
Otherwise, they're just going to get destroyed and
nobody
wants to play.
A lot of the new teams, like XXV, for example, they just walk around like it's a 5v5 pup, instead of playing, the head glitch as well, one guy holding a certain important position down, etc., etc.
I did feel bad playing in the qualifiers. I felt bad playing in the qualifiers because of it. So
you did shit on a lot of teams, if not all of them. Did you even lose in qualifiers? Yeah,
we lost to Chaos.
Yeah,
Chaos in the qualifiers.
Yeah. So you were 4-1.
Yeah, I think our first match was against the Australian team.
PF Australia. Okay.
Yeah. I think I have that recorded. Did not end well.
Down in the game.
They were very laggy. Like you would die after basically going back into cover. You would die anyway, so you might as well just take the fight. And then and then I don't remember the others, so I'll take another shot to that.
You were probably smashed while playing them, so I can understand.
Yeah.
If I was a good host, I'd look them up right now, but who cares? They're shit. That's all we know.
Actually,
what do you think of the competitive build?
The like game we play on, you know,
the new kind of version.
It's good.
Yeah.
I like how they have a spectator feature.
Still no
which
first
is
person though.
still no first person, but at the same time, I feel like that's never going to be implemented because
How spaghetti
how
the
it
game is.
yeah, how it's coded. So what we have right now is a free cam. That's
pretty good.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing considering what we used to have. I only have one issue with it.
Okay, tell me.
And the issue is because I used to be Stylis Staff, I used a different command to change teams. So I don't remember the private server command to change teams.
Oh my.
So every time I join that server, they don't the staff command to change teams doesn't work. So I have to ask my teammates what the command is to change teams. That's the only thing I hate. I have to ask my teammates how to change teams, and they're like, "What the fuck, bro? You've been playing competitive for how long?" I'm like, "Bro, leave me alone." I used to be staff. I used to use a different command. That's the only thing I hate.
So basically, besides the nitpick, it's pretty much perfect. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's amazing. I love it. But actually, no, you can't customize your tag. I want to customize my tag during it because obviously I get the tag perms. So.
I think someone told me you can't change the color of like your dot when you're like using reflex. You can't do that.
Oh yeah, you can't do that either. You can't change the color. But at the same time, these are such minor nitpicks.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
they can be added back later at some point, right? So.
And like even if these weren't added to the build, it wouldn't affect the game at all.
Yeah, it's not like
at all.
It's
so
not like SEO will fail because I couldn't have my blue dot on my reflex.
Yeah, like it's just minor nitpicks that we're used to having, but we don't have anymore. So
one of the nicest things about it is that it has way better FPS, I've noticed. Like the game feels a lot smoother whenever I play it. So.
It really is, yeah.
Especially if you have like a bad computer. I assume it will.
Okay, yeah, my PC's alright, so.
Yeah, mine is too, but so.
Yeah, mine's really good as well, but every once in a while, I don't know what the fucking problem is, but on Metro, sometimes it just dips below 80, and it doesn't want to go above it. Like, most of the time, it's fine, it's above 160, I'm perfectly fine with that. But every once in a while, it just goes below 80, and I don't know what the hell it is.
I just remember that I just play most of my games forgetting to turn the FPS unlocker on. I forget to turn the FPS on. It's because obviously like I've never had to before. Like I used to play on 60 frames per second. I'm used to that. My old laptop could play on 60 frames, so I'm used to that. And like I don't think my old laptop would go above 60 frames. So I just never remembered to turn it on, and I just feel no difference even when I turn it on. I just don't see a difference.
Yeah, back in 2017, you know, it was just normal to play with 60, but now, if I join a game and I don't have FPS unlocker on, I literally press W1, like, wait, something's wrong.
Really?
It's like...
That's mental.
Yeah, I'm really nitpicky in those kind of things. Like, if I'm like, wait, my game's feeling weird.
I actually don't think I've hit a 100 kill game with the FPS unlock on. I haven't hit a 100 kill game with the FPS unlock on, which is kind of crazy to think about.
There's a new video idea for you getting my first 100 kill bomb with FPS unlocker.
I'm not sure if I'll do it. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it, bro. I get my 100 kills most easily on Metro and Warehouse. So
Yeah, but those are usually the easiest maps.
Yeah, because you can control the spawns so easily when you solo play. So
especially now with the bugged ass spawns where they spawn in front of you, which is like
I don't understand them. See, I'm meant to be an anchor. I'm meant to like know the most about the spawns. Since they updated the spawns, I'm like, what the fuck is my job now? What the fuck do I do? I can't anchor here because they spawn behind me. So it's like, all right. Yeah, no.
I'm now used to the fuck spawns. That's the worst. If it gets fixed one day, you'll see my KD drop down in competitive. Watch.
I really hope it gets fixed.
I hope
I'm
it gets
sorry.
fixed as well, but I'm so used to them now. It's like out of all the things to complain about the game, this one like baffles me the most. It was supposed to fix like spawn trapping and stuff. But
Just
what it did is just they spawn in front of you most of the time, so it made it even easier. Or at the start of the match, they spawn in your spawn, which is ridiculous.
Yeah,
that has happened to me once or twice.
You can't fix spawn trapping without fixing the map. You have to fix the map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is another problem because I think all the new maps being added in are hot garbage. Like none of them are good. You don't play pubs anymore, so I don't think you know. I don't think you know.
Elevation is good. Elevation is a good map. Any new maps? Yeah, I don't know any other new map other than Elevation, so sorry.
Robo, what's that one called that absolutely... what's that
Laboratory?
I don't mind Laboratory as much because it's just close range and easy, so it's whatever.
No,
I don't remember.
There's another one.
I don't know how to play Laboratory.
One that we always complain about. And why it even got
right
into the
now
game.
In the winter maps, it's called Screwchart, but before it was Industries.
Yes, Industry. Thank you.
Oh, it's the worst map I've read. I'd rather play Old Mirage. It's so bad.
Lion Industry is... It's close range fighting, but with so many angles that you cannot cover them all.
It's made more to look. It's made to look more pretty.
Is Industry the one that turned into like a castle for Halloween?
No, that's Castle Keep.
Yeah, Castle Keep. What was that before? Refinery. Sorry. Yeah.
Refinery isn't even that bad. It's not that bad.
Oh, I know what Industry is.
The one with the car in the middle.
It's like trains.
Truck.
Yeah, it has trains in it.
It has trains on the side. Yeah, on the side are trains.
Oh, yeah.
It's so... Why do people vote for like?
It's quite small, isn't it? It's quite small.
It's small, but snipers can camp in like really OP spots if you try. And it's just not.
I haven't played it too much,
dude.
So.
Whenever they do like Halloween or Christmas, like it somehow gets less fun for me because
they
the map
fuck
is
up
all
the
garbage.
maps.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's trash most of the times.
Yeah, no, I do want the maps to return to normal so I can actually practice them for PF. So when I want to warm up, I want to warm up on the actual maps that I'll be playing on. But the problem is I can't. So I haven't been playing PF that much recently. Well, I haven't been playing PF that much recently at all. But so.
It's the thing where like before I used to play PF every so often just because like I don't feel like solo queuing CS. None of my mates are online, so like play PF. You play casually. You don't care what the maps are. You just have fun. But now that's my main game. It's like, come on, we can't have these winter maps like extend for so long. Please, just let me play the normal one. I need to practice.
Yeah. It's a bit of an issue, but like at the same time, it's like obviously they're going to value the general population over us, and I obviously can't. You can't blame them for that at all. For valuing the general population.
From a monetary standpoint, I completely have to agree with them. Yes.
Yeah. So
I feel like long term though, it's not worth it because, like, in my opinion, it's the comp scenes of games that keep games going. In my opinion,
it's the comp scenes of games
yeah.
that keep Roblox, dedicated players playing.
It's Roblox. That's the thing. Yeah. I don't know. Does it work that way? Does it work that way? I don't know.
If they really want to make something out of this game,
it's really stiff. So like,
we can't
when I put it.
Oh yes, nice. But if they really want to make something out of this game's competitive scene, they should have made it a standalone game 4 years ago.
Yeah, but like, they don't want to make it a competitive game. So
yeah, fair
they just
enough.
want the game to have a competitive scene, but not change. Don't make everyone have to play. My hope is that when you join the competitive build for the game, there's like it's like basically PFMM without having to talk with them. It's just like PFMM but a little bit more casual, just a little bit more for like new players and stuff.
There was a plan for that, actually. So this is some secret Stylis info you're getting. So actually, if you go into game right now and you open the chat, you type /Q, it will say you have joined a competitive queue. And that was in development by Dragon Kid, Hypo.
Never heard of them, I'll be honest.
Not Hypo. The dragon guy, the dragon developer, alright?
The guy with the dragon.
The guy who loves Toothless, alright? That was in development by him. And it was never finished because basically there wasn't enough demand for it. But there is still that code in place. Like, you could still go in game and type. I need to check this actually because it was the case a year ago.
I mean, they can't remove code. They said this before. It would cause horrific data loss.
Yeah, but like,
they have literally said this. They cannot remove anything.
But like, if you went into game and typed /Q, as in the actual word Q, you would join a competitive match queue, a bit like PFMM.
It's not there.
You sure?
Unless I don't know how to write Q. Hold on.
Please, Joe. Please tell me you know how to write Q. You're 20 years old.
And you're not drinking, bro? What the fuck?
Shit.
See? You see it?
Yeah, I just missed
it. Yeah.
Damn.
So like,
it really isn't there.
So it actually is like yeah. It says you are being queued up for matchmaking.
Yep.
Matchmaking. And like that's sick. Like, they've actually implemented that for competitive PF.
Well,
but obviously after CPFL, they were like, yikes, maybe not competitive.
Well, Raspy, if you hear this, you know to finish off code, so finish it up.
Please do, because then PFMM would move to a different place, and then I think it would get more public. More people
PFMM
would enjoy competitive, and then it's more publicity for the game, which means more people buying cases, more people earning money for you. You know, that's all you really want. You just want that sweet Robux.
Yep. It's funny how much like leftover code is just hidden all over this game. Like the other day, I told Joe. I was playing with the SKS and suddenly he told me I unlocked the extended magazine. I was like, wait, what? And then I went to check and it was like, there's no extended magazine. It's like, oh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the
but because
same.
that was
That's the same for many different guns. There's a lot of different guns that get like secret attachments, and then when you go to check, you're like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah,
And
because
then
that
like
happened to
there's
me like 2 years ago. Because I reached a certain level where you unlock the MP1911, but it was like a year before it actually got released.
yeah. So
And I was like, what?
there were guns that you could unlock at like rank 92 or something.
Mm-hmm.
I remember there were being a gun at rank 92 that you could unlock and then realize, oh shit, but I didn't get this gun. So it's like there's a lot of unfinished code, but like the code of Phantom Forces is so messed. So messed. So I'm kind of glad they're working on a new game instead of Phantom Forces.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot more straightened out.
Yeah. And hopefully the competitive scene will be a lot
but from what I've
advertised.
heard, it's more like bad business. It's very comparable.
Well, I'm not sure.
What the fuck is bad business?
It's a Roblox shooter, but it's not very popular.
I've heard of it, but I haven't played it.
It has a competitive scene, but it's pretty fucking dead.
There's something about PF I really like, and I can never touch my finger on what it is. If it's like all the weapons, if it's like the movement, but so like I don't think I'll ever switch to core personally, even though it'll be way better probably.
I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna try it out, but I don't know if I'll switch just yet.
But I don't know. The thing is, will I be playing Roblox video games in 5 years? I don't think so.
You really think it's gonna? It's not gonna be 5 years.
No, Mod keeps saying it's 5 years. At this point,
Yeah,
I
but
believe him.
yeah,
Oscar
but Motisma is Motisma.
No, wait, Spyros and Oscar also said so.
Yeah, they're saying 5 years, but is it really going to take 5 years? Come on, how long did it take them to get Phantom Forces into open beta?
I don't know.
Yeah, but how long has it taken Apocalypse Rising 2 to come out?
Hello. Sorry to change this to like.
Yes, that's a good point. But is Core 6 comparable to
Apocalypse Rising 2? Yes. Apocalypse Rising 2 has a lot of code in it, whereas I think they're comparable in the amount of codes both games have. Because Apocalypse Rising 2, sure, they dumb down the weapons, but you have to add in the infantry, you have to add in picking up items and all of that, whereas Core, it's just the weapons, you have to focus on the weapons a lot, and the movement, and the mechanics of the movement, whereas obviously Apocalypse Rising 2, you don't focus on the movement too much. I think they're comparable. And when you look at how long Apocalypse Rising 2 has been out, it's been out like 4 years, and it's caught nowhere.
Yeah, but how many people does it have working on it? That as well.
That's about 3, 4, which is about the same as PF. PF only has like 4 or 5, so.
Doesn't Core have like 6 or 7?
I'm not sure.
But PF at least
is still alive.
Yeah, PF is still alive.
If you look at Apocalypse Rising, you can see like 20 players.
Yeah. The original, but it's because they actually didn't give a shit about Apocalypse Rising 1, whereas the Stylis developers, they gave a shit about Phantom Forces.
Yeah, because I mean, Phantom Forces is gonna unlike Core, there won't be a Phantom Forces 2, you know?
It's because the Apocalypse Rising team didn't want to patch the exploits, whereas the Phantom Forces team, they did.
Yeah,
and that's the difference.
Yeah, I mean, there's still cheaters, but like as Parallels has mentioned, it's brilliant what they're doing with that is that they just do ban waves so that people don't know what they're banned for, and that's really good. Like you can get banned and you don't even know why.
You have yeah, no, it's credit to Raspy, honestly, on all the anti-cheat. Credit to Raspy. He's done such a good job. Without him, the game would be dead. So
Probably
much.
because there will still be knife users that will be in the back of the map just killing everyone with knife.
Definitely. So much credit to Raspberry Pi. He has done so much for the game behind the scenes, and he's barely even credited it.
Yeah, I didn't even know who Raspy was before Spirals.
Yeah. No, so much credit to him, man. He cannot get enough respect from me, honestly. He's done a lot from the game.
Isn't he also the one who like kind of created Experiment?
Yeah. He made builds, didn't he?
I wouldn't know that, but also if he did do that, I wouldn't argue against it. I would believe it if he did do that, because Raspy, he's been there for ages. He was there while I was staff. He was there while, I started drinking heavily after season 5, and after season 5, I got Phantom Forces staff, and towards the end, it was always Raspy, me, and a couple others that I won't name in the staff voice calls, and it was always so much fun. I love him so much because I would always spend my time with him drunk. So.
And did anyone care that you were actually drinking a lot in this staff team?
No.
A little bit.
Oh.
No. People cared for my well-being.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. That's not because you drink. It's because they're scared.
They cared for my well-being. Not
That's wholesome,
for the
to be honest.
Yeah, no, it's more wholesome than they cared for the fact that I couldn't do my job because I was drunk.
Let me guess, most of them weren't from the UK, so they don't understand the fact that you probably started drinking when you were 13, probably around that time.
First time I got drunk was when I was 13.
Wait, so you were drinking even in season 1?
I wasn't drinking heavily I do now. But yeah, sure, I had a few drinks, but
so were you drunk when you played CPFO?
No.
I wasn't drunk when I played CPFO until a little bit during season 5, but until properly season 6. I never played a match sober.
You didn't play around and you started going into depression. So you start drinking to forget your problems.
Go into my depression, bro. This could be a wholesome podcast. It's alright to not be okay. Admittedly, I did have a few problems with my mental health before, actually during when I was on the Anarchists and before CPFO started. I had a few mental health problems, and it was very rough. And obviously it's a tough subject. I don't expect you guys to comment too much on it, but it's I shared these problems with other teammates even, and I actually won't name their names because obviously it's not something for them to say, it's something for me to say about myself. And sure, I still deal with mental issues about my whole lifestyle and how I live, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with who I am. Drink responsibly. Have to mention that.
Do not act like you are doing right now.
Well,
no,
if you're in your own home, you're allowed to, and you're on age, the right age.
I wouldn't say no, you're okay to get drunk, but like
not too much, not too often.
But like, don't go over the edge to impress people. All right.
Yeah.
Because I think I tried doing that during season 6. During season 6, definitely, actually, because I was trying to get known as the guy who was always drunk during season 6. I was trying for that, but like, I didn't need to do that because I was already quite drunk the whole time. I think just drink responsibly. Drink in company.
Also, don't drive either. When you drink.
Don't drink and drive. I can't drive, so I can't drive, so don't drink and drive. Yeah, no, I have the legal age to drive, but I haven't ever learned how to. Never drink and drive. If you drink and drive, I'm disappointed in you.
He's gonna find you.
Look at me. This is a face of disappointment. All right. If you...
Yes. Do you see my face? Do you see my face as well? Yeah, I'm disappointed.
When you drink and drive, just imagine this face. It's just.
No, you're gonna hunt them.
Never drink and drive. You put yourself in danger and also others, so never do.
Like they drink one glass of wine and then they just remember that and they're like, nah, not driving.
Please don't drink and drive.
Yeah, don't. It's not poggers. It's not poggers to drink and drive.
It's not poggers.
It's weird, champ.
I can't believe you just said that, man. It's not very champ of you to be drinking and driving, bro. A police officer literally, the police officer stops you and is like, bro, not very champ of you. Not very champ of you, bro.
Bro, are you being not poggers right now? Bro,
you are being very resident sleeper at the moment. I'm not happy with this.
So yeah, back onto the deep subjects. I have a few mental issues. I take the necessary precautions. I've sought advice. If you feel like you need to seek advice for your mental issues, I say go for it.
Especially with COVID now, because people who have already serious mental problems, it would be even worse because of the stress.
So I do take pills every day, antidepressants, to deal with the depression. So I would I would say seek help if you're feeling alone and there are no other options, you know. It's...
Bro, I didn't know season 5 hit you that hard, bro.
Season 5 hit me hard, bro. But obviously, you need find something you find enjoyment, and for me, Phantom Forces was that enjoyment. Phantom Forces was the thing that I could use as a stress relief. It was something that I could use as a place where I could chill out and be good, and like I was at peace when I played Phantom Forces.
Yeah, especially with the VCs that you've been telling me, like Fort against Chaos.
Oh yeah. But even before that, I would use Phantom Forces as a stress relief. And
because you dick on kids so hard it's not hard.
Yeah.
So
but then I got good, and obviously when you join the competitive community, sure there's going to be people you don't get along with. Sure there's going to be dickheads. There's always going to be dickheads. No matter where you go, there's going to be fucking dickheads. But you just have to ignore them. Meet the people you want to meet. So I met Shadow Sentinel.
Shadow's like literally one of the most chill guys I've met. Pointman as well. Pointman is super chill. I don't know if you've spoken to him.
I have spoken to him a bit, but like I've never became personal friends with him. But I know he's super chill.
Yeah, he is.
But Shadow Sentinel.
Yeah. I've barely spoken to Shadow, like I think it was once or 2 matches in PFMM. And bro, either he didn't talk or like he would just be chill, you know? Like he wouldn't try.
I'm in love with the guy, to be honest, man.
Would you marry him?
Would I marry Shadow Sentinel? Yes.
Well,
if he said marry me to me, I would say yes.
Shadow's your chance. Go. Get a ring.
Because no, he's. I love him so much.
Everyone thinks the same with me, you know.
Okay, shut up.
You're born with that.
But that's almost the same on everyone on my team. It would be the same to Oscar. Sure, me and Oscar had differences in the past. We've not got along in the past. I think that was me being too conflicted with Stylis. But I still love Oscar. I still love Spirals. Jake. Stylis. Let me look through my roster.
Instead of looking through
yeah.
forgets friends.
Yeah, let me just forget all my friends on this team.
Let me check my friends list. I mean roster. My bad.
If Spirals asked me to marry him,
you would say maybe.
I would say yes. I'll say yes.
Well, you have it here, boys.
Blue Frost,
Shadow and Spirals. 2 for the price of 1.
Fucking loves Blue Frost. Legendary, he's really chill, bro.
Bro, Legendary, I've never heard of him. And yet, apparently he's super old gen.
Yeah, he is quite old gen. Shala, Shala is pretty much the same amount of chill as
what
me
about
and
Empress?
Shadow.
What about Empress, you know?
No, I wouldn't marry Empress. I'd marry Parallaxis. Do you know who Parallaxis is?
Woman.
Do you know who Parallaxis is?
Oh, I thought he cheated once because at one point, like I was in purple, I was just walking. He was shooting like at the door, and then immediately flicked me through the wall. And I was like, "What?"
Parallaxis.
I have the video of that actually.
I don't care.
Parallaxis.
Okay, Robobo.
That was a bit the relationship between me and Parallaxis is a bit sketchy. To say the least. As in, would he watch this video? That's a no. I don't think he would ever watch this video. And I think he knows this is like public knowledge. The public knowledge is that he had a crush on me.
Oh, shit.
He thought I was cute. And to be fair...
Is he wrong?
Is he wrong? Who wouldn't have a crush on me?
And calm down.
And to be fair, I love him, bro. He's
did he see you in your maid outfit?
Okay,
yeah,
I have to
he's gonna edit it out. He's gonna edit it.
I have to put it on now.
Oh no.
No, I have to ask if you guys are ready. Alright.
I don't think I'll ever be ready to go.
Wait, he's in the server for the YouTube thing. I just pinged him. Oh no!
Wait, that looks really good on you, ironically.
Let me just look.
Oh no!
Let me show myself in the actual mirror. So I've got the camera on. Hey baby.
Shit.
Hey baby, how you doing?
Hello, Habibi.
Oh no, the camera disconnected.
You might have plugged it. Something happened.
You unplugged it. Now we only see at the corner of your room.
Oh.
What?
Oh, there it is. We're back.
Hello.
Oh, there it is. Hello. Room tour. Room tour.
Room tour. Alright. Hello. This is a little bit awkward.
You know what? Looked good on you, unironically. Like, I don't know how to react.
My arms
I don't know.
I am too young for this.
I don't know if I'm into man cross-dressing, but like, it doesn't look bad.
Robo exposed? Question mark?
I mean.
Oh, you love my hairy legs, you know.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I have hairy legs as well.
What? We don't have to talk about that.
I'm a monkey for my legs.
Bro. Okay, bro. Okay. Right. I don't know how I don't know how the camera looks on that, but
it looked okay. It looked me. Yeah, we had some good shots. Don't worry. Screenshot.
Yeah, some good shots.
Good shots. We're gonna post on the internet now. I mean, what?
So I'm now in the maid costume for the rest of this video.
Do you live with your parents?
No.
Okay, that's good. Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Because personally, like my experience, if my dad saw me cross-dress, I'd be disowned all the time.
I would never let my dad see this. Not in a million years would I let my dad see this.
To be fair, it doesn't look that bad. No, it looks alright.
Yeah, I think.
But can I ask you one thing? Why do you have it?
Yeah. That's a good question, I guess.
This is the most important question of all. Like, why do you have a maid costume right next to you?
Yeah, he said he's gonna put... Why did you put your makeup on? You said you would.
Oh, shut up. Shut up. Alright. Maid costume question first. Alright. Why do I have it? It's because I find it a bit sexy, you know.
On you or like on someone else? Is this for someone else?
Everyone, bro. Anyone in a maid costume can get it from me. Anyone in a maid costume can get it from me.
Okay,
even if it's a guy, sure.
Did Parallaxis see you in that costume?
Parallaxis has not seen me in this costume. I should text him. Should I send him?
You should send him a selfie.
Yes.
No. I have an actual photo of me in this full costume. So I'll send him that photo.
He had a crush on you, you know? I feel like he at least deserves this, you know?
I feel bad for saying that now. But like he downplayed it as well, so it's fine.
It's whatever.
We met up in real life as well. I've seen.
Oh really? Like, wait, Parallax is British as well.
Yeah, he's British. He's British.
British.
Should I say that like? I'll say that like.
Now, what's his address?
I'm not trying to put on an accent. Yeah, Parallaxis is British.
Takes a shot.
There we go.
No, he is British.
Say again.
See, I'm British, and Parallaxis is British.
Wait, he's British, not British.
What a
Alright.
Absolute mess.
Absolute mess. This
podcast
is scuffed.
The most scuffed, but the best. How's it called? Podcast we've had so far.
So, what do you do outside of PF? So I know you said you're at uni, right?
Yes. So I study chemistry right now at a
chemistry gang. Let's go.
I study chemistry at university at a university in London. I'm not going to say which.
I will find you.
I will. I might put this podcast on my Instagram so people will know which. But outside.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, no, I'll show you. I'll post this.
Free cloud, bro. How many followers on Instagram? Like 10. No, that
Be
doesn't
fair.
sound mean. It's just because like every Instagrams are like that, you know? Every friend. Okay. How many?
Mod, just shut the fuck up. Anyway, move on.
How
So
many? I want to know how much clout I'm getting.
To be fair, I think only like 5 will watch, but I have, let me check, 316 right now. So
Okay. All right. So a little bit of clout. So there's gonna be
a
like
little bit of
one of those that's gonna be like, oh, okay. They're
publicity.
gonna watch like
alright?
5 seconds of the entire podcast.
a
Oh,
few
yeah,
is a
yeah.
few. A few is a few. I will not complain.
It's
Roblox,
enough.
you know-
It's enough. I need to beat the watch time of Spirals. Alright.
Yeah, no, the views doesn't matter, Robo, if you don't have watch time.
You need the
they,
watch time.
Well, they don't know about the watch time. Like only we do. So.
Yeah, but they need to. Like, I never knew
And
that watch
me.
time was.
And me, because fucking Montezuma told me.
Oh, yeah.
Like, people need to know that, like, views don't
We
matter.
exist. We exist.
Yeah, we exist. The people who only want to watch time because to get
Put
monetized.
this as the intro. We exist, bro. We exist.
I don't know if you, I
great
don't know Lionehh, if you know this, but to get monetized, you need 1,000 subs, which sounds decent. But 4,000 hours of watch-
4,000. Yeah, no, I know.
That's
because
so stupid in a year. So if you don't get that in a year, it resets back to 0 and you're fucked.
I don't know how the fuck.
No,
you
no,
want
no. Within a year, won't reset back to 0. It's just like within the last 365 days. So if you don't get 4,000 hours watched within the last 365 days. Right.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I meant.
Oh, the thing is, like, I don't really care. Like, the only thing I care about is that people in the PF community watch this. Like, and maybe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's all I care
Publicity, get people like interested in competitive
Definitely.
Phantom Forces.
Or
you
it
know.
wasn't. I've said it like this is like the 5th time I'm repeating myself, but it's more so for example, a new gen Lionehh won't maybe know who you are. Like they don't know who this guy is. Why is everyone talking? I know. Shock, right?
Well, you literally said who. I can bring up the DMs.
No, I'm not saying I
You
wasn't.
gents
Like...
don't know who I am. Fuck you, new gents, alright? You should know who I am.
Well, but-
I'm a fucking legend in this game, alright?
Hold on, let me find the DMs.
No,
I'm
what I know, but
I'm a
it's like
fucking legend in this game, alright? So
Hold
if you
on.
new gents don't
Whoa.
know who I am, you don't know the history of PF, you don't know what I've done, alright? Alright?
well, they know now if they watch up until this point, so they will be forgiven, right?
They know. Yeah, obviously, I'll forgive you if you've watched to this point.
If you haven't,
if you've watched to this point, respect to you, bro. Like, what the fuck?
No, actually, he didn't say who once.
This
He
is
said it
so
twice.
scuffed.
Mine, Robo didn't say it once. He said it twice. He said who
Oh, bro.
twice. Robo, SMH.
I mean, literally, bro. Like, I
could
don't
you
know
do this?
anyone. I don't
How
know
could you do
anyone.
this?
Robert, do you know who I am?
Now I know.
Yeah, now he does.
Before I asked to be on this podcast.
No,
Ah,
not at all.
a drink to that, bro. That hurts more than season 5.
But Lionehh, listen. I didn't know anyone before. Take your shot. But I didn't
Yeah.
know anyone.
oh,
Oh my god!
no,
No,
the
not a
second
double! No!
Bro, you've broken the rule. No. You're supposed to take one every 2.
No, I'm taking 2 shots for that, Robo. Fuck you.
Yeah, because you said who twice. So 1 for every who.
Like literally, the only people I know is because Mutisma goes to me. It's like,
Stop
dude,
talking, or I'll take another shot. Alright, shut up.
I mean, to be honest, I'm not the one who DM'd Lionehh. I think I DM'd him at first.
I know, I DM'd you first.
Oh, you did?
I messaged you first.
Yeah, see?
For the podcast.
People wants to be on the podcast, you know?
What episode did you watch out of all of them?
So I watched the first episodes. Not all of it. Not all of it. But I was like, you know, this could be interesting. I'll see where this goes.
Still watch them, you know?
Yeah, no,
Wait,
I didn't.
How much have you watched of Lucky's video podcast?
I haven't watched any podcasts apart from Daniel's and Spiral's.
Also, I'll have to go in 10 minutes, so.
Because, yeah, no, the problem is like, I know enough about Forest. Yeah. I know enough. Like, I know everyone in this community, except from Lucky, really. I don't know who the fuck Lucky is. Yeah. But I know everyone else that you've interviewed. So, basically, I knew what they would say in their interviews. Apart from Spirals. I knew Spirals would be funny. And Oscar, obviously. Yeah. Spirals and Oscar. God tier.
The Forest podcast was so funny. We even put, like, I think Robo put a clip of just him cheating in the middle of a fucking practice. I even have a screenshot of him flying.
What do you think of Forest? Like, his personality? Because you definitely interacted with him, right? You've played with every top player, so that I assume.
Yeah, I've definitely played against him. I don't remember if I've played with him.
Yeah, I mean, because he always was on toes. Like, always.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I remember him always being on toes. Honestly, the only thing he's really known for is that video call. So
what a legend to be known for. Fair play. So,
fair play. Fair play to him.
Really good though. You have to agree.
Oh yeah, he's good. He's good.
Number 1 season 11 player. Yeah, just saying that out there.
I'm better.
Oh damn.
That's my ego coming out.
Maybe
I wouldn't.
On paper, I don't think so.
Wait, if you named like most players, I think on paper, me drunk would be saying, yeah, I'm better than them. If you named most players. So if you just name a player, I'll say if I'm better than or worse than them.
Okay.
Luminary god status.
No, let's do the good ones now. Andre?
Andrej playing now? Yeah, no, he's god tier. Yeah, no, he's god tier playing now. Yeah. No, I wouldn't say I'm better.
What about Raw when he was at his peak? Because now he's not anymore.
I always thought Raw was shit. That was always my personal opinion because I played against him before he was at his peak. And before he was at his peak, he was dog shit, bro.
What about at his peak?
At his peak was after I retired. So
oh.
I can't give an honest opinion, but from before that,
to be fair, if someone peaks after you stop playing, like, you know, you're gonna be like, yeah, shit. You don't usually pick because I left.
Okay, wait, do you know Jedi?
Jedi? No, I don't know.
Jedi 1166. You don't know them? Though they played season 6 and they're number 6 on their leaderboard.
Okay, they're dog shit.
Okay, let me check where you were on that.
On season 6, I was like 30 something. On season 6, I was like 30 something because I was playing Anchor and I was like, the thing is, playing Anchor on Fords, I wouldn't get any kills.
Okay, what
that
about
was my job.
Like Vanguard?
Vanguard clans. That's a tough one. That's really a tough one actually. Would I say I'm better than Vanguard? No, that's tough. I think Vanguard's Vanguard at his peak would beat me at my peak. I think.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think? Do you think he's still good, or do you think? I mean, do you think he's like really good or just good now? After his
He's
peak?
good, but like really good. I don't know the current competitive scene. You can't ask me who are good at the moment. I just know that Andre is really good at the moment because that's what everyone's been saying. So
I forgot. Oh, there's one I really wanted to ask. So, two different questions. So, do you think? What about Castlers?
Castlers? Fuck Castlers. He was a cheater.
It's the different side of than Forest.
No. He cheated. He cheated. It doesn't really count. He cheated, bro.
Did he really cheat though?
No, he did. No, he did cheat. Like he got caught for cheating. Yes.
Yeah, he continued playing anyways.
I never actually played against him or with him. I never actually played while Casters was unbanned.
Okay, what? Okay, this one. He's on pass. So. Lance Droid.
Lance Droid.
You've also played with him, season 6.
He's really funny. You've got to get.
Yeah, he's really.
Oh yeah, I love him. I love him. I love everyone who was on Forward.
He's like
everyone
the opposite
on Forward
of
was so
Forward.
funny.
Like he's like the opposite of Forrest. Like outside of game, he doesn't scream. Inside game, he screams all the time. Compared to Forrest, in game he doesn't scream. Outside, he just. Yeah.
No. I would say SBR is the funniest and the most fun I've had on the team. Ford was so close to that. Sorry, I need to cough. So.
Coughing his
cough cam.
COVID cam.
COVID. All right. For who did you ask? Lance Droid. Would you say he's at his peak now?
No.
No. I would say if season 6 was comparable, I'd play better than him during season 6.
I mean, Lance, because he played like one scrim, or else he's too busy driving cars online.
Yeah, no. I played better than him during season 6, but I feel like if he put the time in and the effort in, like I did during season 1 or season 2, he would have been better than me.
Wait, did he still drive online cars back then?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I think it's a new thing. As far as like when we talked to him, I think it's a new thing for him.
But like,
him,
what about? I think him at his absolute peak would have been better. Sorry, better than me at my absolute peak.
What about Mur? And what do you think of Mur as well? Since I have to go in like 1 minute.
Mur.
Because he's super chill, but he just never talks.
He's super chill. He's a sniper. That's the problem. He's a sniper.
He's a sniper, yeah.
Yeah, he is.
That's the problem. You can't really compare me to snipers.
But apparently, he didn't miss a shot or so.
Yeah, but that's the same with Dewey. Dewey never missed a shot.
Yeah, that's what Lance told me. Dewey and fucking.
Like if you had to compare anyone to Mur, it would have to be Dewey, because like obviously
which one were the best between the two?
Dewey, no doubt. I fucking love Dewey. Dewey's
apparently he's really funny.
I love Dewey so much. He's no.
Robo, you have to take this on. I have to go. Robo now main host. Past podcast.
Robo is now main co-host for the scuffed podcast. This scuffed podcast where we're all Not all of us. Just me. I'm just really drunk.
I can tell.
But Dewey, I fucking love Dewey. Mur, no, Dewey was better than Mur, but I would say we had just different play styles. I can't compare us to. I can't compare myself to Mur at all. Because we have just such different play styles. We play in such a different way. I play my role as an anchor really well. He plays his role as a sniper and just the guy who gets picks really well. So I just can't compare us two.
It's like
obviously
comparing apples and oranges. Two way
Yeah.
different things.
No, like in a pinch, I would say Mur is better than me. In a pinch. Like,
Okay.
if you forced it on me, I would say Mur is better than me. Because I don't hold myself to that high of a regard. Like, sure, I've achieved a lot in Phantom Forces, but I haven't actually been that good of a player.
Like you've mentioned it multiple times. I feel like a lot of new gens will be like, "What do you mean with like anchoring?" I know.
New
know.
What?
Yeah, I know. Just explain to them like what you did as an anchor.
I did say I'll take a shot for every stupid question you ask, so I have to take another shot for that. Alright? That is a dumb question. Alright. What do new gens learn by anchoring?
No. No, as in like, oh, there we go.
What do I mean by anchoring?
Yeah, what do you mean by anchoring?
I spilled some vodka.
Oh no.
I don't have any cloth nearby. I have this cracker. Alright, I'll use the cracker. So what do I mean by anchoring? Anchoring is where you hold down positions in the map so that the enemies spawn in a specific part. So take Metro as an example. The enemy can spawn either don't know which or which. I don't know which or which. Does it ghost that spawn? Is it ghost that spawn?
Ghost spawn, not the bigger one, not the bigger spawn. I don't know how to
explain. Okay. Yeah, no, I get you. So ghost spawn closer towards the purple side, on the left side flank, if you're a ghost. It's the left side flank. Ghost spawn closer there. And then phantom spawn closer on the right-hand side on the escalators, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so ghost spawn on the escalators. What I mean by anchoring is saying if you're a ghost and you know that the phantom spawn at the escalator side, I mean that you sit at the escalator site, which denies the phantom spawn because the game determines, oh shit, there's someone near that spawn, you shouldn't spawn there, so you should spawn in your actual spawn, the spawn. What I do is I basically sit there, I deny that spawn, and whenever someone tries to retake that, I deny that. That's my job. And then
basically camp at one spot for like the
yeah,
entire game.
Yeah, basically I'm a camper. Basically I have my sound on 10, and I also wait. That's my job. And then obviously we have fraggers on my team. We have obviously during season 6 and season 5 we had Luminary who would just fuck people in the deep of Metro spawn. We had Nico who would fuck in purple. And then obviously on the other side I would anchor the outside purple spawn to deny that ghost spawn.
Yeah.
Which would deny that spawn, so they would only spawn in their actual spawn instead of in purple. And it's the same in desert. So in desert, if you anchor castle as the team that holds broken and window and all of that, if you anchor castle as that team, the team can only spawn at triple and quad. And then if you're on the other team, you anchor siren burst, so the team can only spawn at broken and window. And then basically what you're trying to do is funnel the team into just one area, because you're holding down the other spawn, and that feeds your team just the kills. And that was my job, to just funnel the team into other players.
It basically makes getting map control for your team way easier, because there's less sites to worry about.
Well, basically, I was the map control.
Yeah, you were.
I was the map control.
You
player.
denied them important spawn / map control by sitting in the areas.
Yeah.
Does that even work with the new spawns anymore? Does it still work that way? Or do they just now spawn in front of you and die?
I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know. Because, like, I haven't played this game enough since that new spawn update. I haven't played this game enough. And it's like...
I don't
very...
understand them. It's very hard to understand the new spawns.
It's very difficult for a player like me, and I think I'm a unique player. I'm one of the only players who actually plays as an anchor, whereas like during CPFL Season 1, Season 2, CPFL, they were massive on anchoring those positions, denying those spawns, whereas I think I'm the only player who actually keeps up that tradition from CPFL to anchor those positions. And since I actually haven't been playing that much, it's hard. I haven't managed to adapt to the new spawns. I'm sure I will if I play enough of Metro and Desert Storm, because those are the two main maps of competitive. I'm sure I will adapt, but I don't play enough. That's the problem. So this is personal story. You can add this as its own section podcast.
Okay.
So when I first joined competitive, I was rank 80 when I first tried out for Refuse's team.
Okay.
When I tried out for the Anarchists, I was rank 100. I will say, when I tried out for Refuse's team, my KDR, my global KDR, was 1.8. Alright? My global KDR for trying to join a CPFL team was 1.8. On TA, it was 2.1 or something, right? So I managed to get a 2 KDR between rank 80 and rank 100, right? When I first played a competitive match, my KDR was like 2.1 at the time, right? So I'm saying, to anyone who's watching, you can do it, definitely. Like, if I had a 2.1 KDR when I first joined a competitive Phantom Forces team, it was... Sure, I did okay. I did better than players on the other team, clearly, to stay on the Anarchists. But, like, if you have better than that, then most definitely you can play competitively.
Oh, yeah.
Most definitely, if you have better than 2.1 KDR. And if you're not there, if you're not there yet, sorry, you can get better. Trust me. It's just experience and time that takes you to a better place, right? Just playing more, learning how other people play. You have to learn how other people play. You have to predict, basically. You have to predict what other people are going to do, and then you'll get better, right? So that's my advice to new people who maybe have never touched competitive, who have maybe just a less than 1 KDR. That's my advice. Try and predict what the other players are going to do and counter that. Just pre-fire the spots that you think they'll be in,
This will become easier the more they play because they have better game sense, etc. So just play a lot, grind,
Grind
what
a
I
lot.
recommend is watching like POVs of good players. There are lots of them on YouTube.
My POVs, alright? Watch my POVs. Right, this is my podcast. Fuck you. This is my podcast. Watch Lionehh POVs during not during the Season 5 finals, because I didn't play during that. During any other match apart from the Season 5 finals, I have good POVs where you might pick up a thing or two, right? Just try and mimic what the best players are doing, and you can implement them into your own game.
Yeah, exactly. Eventually it'll become your own game. You at the start you just try and do what they do, and then eventually you'll find your own game. I recommend actually, because I had to edit it in for his podcast because he requested me. I actually recommend watching Forrest. He's actually a really smart player. Despite all the shit he talks, he actually has a brain. So.
Yeah, no. I would say everyone who is a top tier player has a brain, which includes Forrest. But sure some of the tier 2 players don't have a brain, they just have aim.
Aim, yeah.
But sorry, I'm running out of beer here. There we go. I've got my next can of beer. All right.
Very nice. Another Stella.
But watch any tier 1 YouTuber, which includes, I don't think Bridge. So it includes Oscar. Oscar is a tier 1 player. If you don't believe that, fucking 1v1 me, and you'll do shit. Trust me, 1v1 me if you think Oscar is shit. Alright? Stylis, he's a top tier player. You can learn a lot from Stylis. Forrest, you said he uploaded on YouTube.
He might have them unlisted, but
yeah.
Who knows?
Forest Fire, he uploaded on YouTube. Sure, maybe you can check them out. Myself, I've uploaded on YouTube. I've shown my top tier gameplay from ages ago, basically, from when I was sick. I've uploaded on YouTube, so you can learn a little bit on me. You can learn a lot off of basically every tier 1 player, which is a bit peak because not all of them upload to YouTube. I think the big people to learn off of is Oscar and Stylis. They are two of the best Phantom Forces players. I wouldn't say the most accomplished, but the best. Like the fucking best.
I'm also sure Godstats, I don't know how long ago it was, he like uploaded a video on like how to get better, and there's like really useful tips. For example, use your radar a lot. It's really important.
Yeah. And like using crouch a lot, trying to fast sprint and head glitches. And then there's me if you just want gameplay, because I just upload gameplay. Honestly, I don't upload any tips or tricks.
In SCL, there's a lot of people posting their POVs as well, which is good.
Honestly, yeah, no. If you join the SCL Discord, if you truly want to get better, join the SCL Discord and check the advertisement channel in there. And there will be so many videos that you can learn off. Alright? And surely, and if you think you haven't learned enough off of them, you can just DM me. Alright? My DM is Lionehh. I love teaching new players how to play. Alright? I love that's actually honestly what I love. It's just teaching new players how to play. Teaching new players how to get better at this game. You know, like I want a much more competitive scene. Because the competitive scene, the tier 1 players, there's only like 4 of them at the moment, 6 of them at most, There's only like 6 tier 1s players at the moment. So I want more of those tier 1 players, and you could be one of them. Trust me, you could be one of them if you dedicate yourself enough and try fucking grind this game and DM me on Discord, obviously.
Slide into his DMs, hit him up.
Yeah, slide in with my DMs. Hit me up, I'm really happy on giving advice to other players. Like, I love doing that. I love teaching other players. Is one of the best feelings in the world. Do you know Colin?
Is that his Discord name or?
Yeah. Colin. You've heard of it.
I've heard of him, yeah.
Yeah, you've heard of him. So he was introduced during season 2 purely because I found him in a competitive match, and he was like, you know what? I kind of want to join a competitive team. And I was like, you know what? You're kind of good enough to join a competitive team. And obviously I didn't let him join PR because he wasn't that good for PR. But he was good. And I let him join a competitive team. And look at him now. He's still playing competitive. He's good. He's good. Alright. Colin. Alright. I am so proud of him. Honestly, you can't. I am so proud of Colin. Colin is my biggest achievement yet. Yeah. One of my biggest achievements. Colin is one of my biggest achievements.
It's always cool, like, whatever it's a game or a sport, and like teaching someone who's new to it to get good at it, and then seeing them actually get really good at it. I'm new with PF, so like I can't really go to someone, hey bro, I'll teach you the game. I have no idea what I'm doing myself, so.
Yeah, no, I do love teaching players how to play the game. So if you DM me asking me how to play the game, how to get better, I will probably respond, depending how busy I am. But yeah, it is one of the best feelings in the world. Teaching someone to get good at the game and then them performing amazing.
Yeah.
It's almost as I would say it's slightly behind you performing as well as yourself. You know? So, like, me winning my 4th CPFO title, sure, that's top. But I would say me teaching other people how to play PF, that would be second. And then me winning Age of Empires 3rd place in every single tournament that I've taken part in would be 3rd place. So, like, you know, teaching other people how to play is something that I love to do, you know? So...
Please subscribe.
Yes.
Please subscribe to past podcasts. Past podcasts are amazing.
Wait,
They're
how
doing
would you
so
rate the past
much for the
podcast
community.
Out of 10, how good is the past podcast?
Oh, 10, 9.
Yo.
Like, you're doing so much for the community. You're doing so much publicity for the community. It's amazing. I fucking love it. But also subscribe to Lionehh.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, shameless plug, but anyways, we would still.
I only upload like once every 2 months, so.
Still sub.
So you want to see my tits?
No. Alright, guys. Goodbye. Stay simple. See you later. Everyone say bye. Wave your hand.
Way too fucked, bro. You're way too fucked.
Oh dear.
Alright, did you end recording yet?
End record now.